Kidneo, and we're back with more D&D action in the world of Boridil. Alright, we are streaming, we are live. Let me see if this shit
Oh,
works.
hells yeah, I can show off to my friends how cool I am.
Oh, man.
Alright. Alright, so, last we left our heroes, you guys had gotten to the tavern. You had said your goodbyes to Inara for now, while she tries to figure some stuff out on her own. She's better working alone than she is with other people, she keeps telling you guys. Hello, Bill.
Hello.
So after she left, another gentleman named Dario had entered in the tavern and was offered some free drinks. Instead of taking the charitable donation, he decided to talk to the man who was pitching these free drinks to everybody, Jeff. You guys had some nice, wonderful heart-to-heart discussions about how you could help each other and end suffering before Adeline left for whatever reason he left to write his book. That's what it was.
Research.
Yes. Afterwards, Jeff, you were left all alone and were approached by your friend fellow Firo, who had offered you a job after hearing you were looking for work. So he told you in the morning to meet him in the tavern. He would give you something to deliver to somebody in a location he's not necessarily allowed to go in, and it would be a nice, easy 500 gold. You accepted and didn't tell anybody about it until the next morning, which, after everyone went to sleep, Shadow and Oswald were able to find some really good information from the book that Oswald had picked up from the library. You guys now know that from what the book says, at least Shadow and Oswald know for sure. I don't remember if you guys relayed all the info to Jeff or not, or to the rest of the party, but you pretty much have a general idea of what's really been going on with the elves throughout history. They weren't all good guys, and apparently they also weren't all bad guys, but you're not really sure from this book what the truth really is just yet. After you guys had found some, or uncovered some of these secrets, Jeff told you guys that he had some stuff to do, and you guys joined him for his task. And then that's when Jeff was giving a box and told to go to this alchemist's house to deliver it to him. Ask no questions, just get in, get out. So Jeff turned himself into an old woman, put the box into his bag of holding, and then walked off with Oswald following a moderate distance behind just to make sure he was safe. Everything seemed to go well as you turned the box over to the alchemist in the Caseros territory. And after you left and had told Firo what had happened, or that you had delivered the box, he said, "Job well done," clapped his hands, and you guys heard a large explosion on the other side of town. Afterwards, Firo had started walking out of the door, and Oswald blocked his path, saying he didn't agree with his methods. And Firo said, "Then don't do my work," or whatever. I forget exactly what the
he said it was basically it wasn't my fault, it's on his hands, along those lines.
Okay, yeah. And then he started to walk outside of the door, and that is where we will pick up, as Firo is walking outside of the door. Firo closes the door, leaving Jeff and Oswald in the tavern. Dario and Shadow, as you guys are standing outside, you kind of are looking at this plume of smoke on the other side of the city. You turn back to the tavern and you see Firo walking out.
Am I close? How close am I to Firo?
You'd probably be around 15 to 20 feet away from him.
One sec.
Okie dokie.
Is that close enough for me to roll in?
To do a what?
Can I roll insight on him?
Well, what are you trying to figure out?
Oh, so just what this guy's about. I want to make sure I'm right about him.
Just like looking at him?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, just looking at him, he looks like he's, pretty much just a man about doing business, whatever the cost. Other than that, you haven't really had any run-ins with him, so an insight check, no matter what you rolled, wouldn't really help you with that. You would have to speak with him to figure out and hear what he has to say.
All right, then I just let him walk by. I'm not going to interact with him.
Yeah. And as he's walking by, his back is completely turned to you guys, and all of a sudden he stops, and he looks down towards y'all's feet. Is there something there? And he throws a dagger, and it lands right in front of Shadow's feet, and Shadow kind of stands there like, oh shit, and he's like, huh, must be my imagination. And then he snaps his fingers, and the dagger disappears back into his hand, and he starts walking down the alleyway towards the market square.
Big think.
At this point, you two can walk into the tavern if you would like.
I'm gonna walk in the tavern.
Yeah, we'll walk back in. I'll walk back into the tavern.
Okay. By the way, y'all are still invisible. And Bill, you're muted. I don't know if you're saying stuff.
Nah, I'm trying to figure out my Discord. Everybody's cutting out often.
Interesting.
Like right now.
That's weird.
Yep, you can't hear. I see your little things moving, but there you are. Oh, and it's gone. Yeah, so
Rest in peace, Bill.
Interesting. Might have to restart the router.
I might have to just restart Discord.
Yeah,
Discord
sometimes
art,
it's Discord.
Restart Discord. Yeah, words.
We'll be here, and Adeline is probably on his way back from the woods right now, so you have time. Speaking of Adeline, he's not here yet. So, you guys walk back into the tavern.
Well, if they're still invisible, that means we're watching a door open and shut with no one there.
That is correct.
Can
I was
I
thinking about
uninvisible before I enter?
You can't.
Maybe.
I don't think you have control over that.
I think if you cast invisibility on him, if he does any of the things to...
If he attacks or casts a spell, it breaks. But it doesn't say anything else about how...
I muted... Okay, 1 second.
But anyway, as we, get up to the door, I'm gonna go ahead and drop invisibility.
There he is!
Okay. So as you guys walk up to the door, you drop the invisibility spell, and then you open the door and walk into the tavern. And you see your friend Oswald pretty much right at the doorway almost, like within 5 feet of it. And then you see Jeff over by one of the tables that you guys were sitting at last night.
So, since they just came in as you walked out, would I be able to make some type of check to be like, that's too convenient of a timing, they probably were goofing around following us?
I wouldn't even think you'd need to do any type of check. You could make that assumption.
I'm standing right there too, right?
Yep.
Yeah, we're both right there.
I look at, so I see both of them now?
Yeah. So they
What the
both
fuck are you
walk
guys
in
doing?
a couple seconds after Firo had walked out.
It looks like you guys are... Wait, where'd you guys come from? I thought you guys were...
Yeah,
looking
we
for,
straight followed you, it's fine.
What do you mean
But
it's fine? We're trying to
Yeah,
multitask. What the hell?
Well, I was not entirely... it wasn't my idea not to pass
You
the
listened
buck
to
or
the
anything.
cat, didn't you?
The cat made Shadow made a...
No, the cat.
Shadow,
But, okay.
who is a person...
Yeah, it's debatable, but go on.
Shadow appreciates your...
Okay,
your,
so...
politeness.
Alright, the person who... The person who cast... Alright, this is all in character, by the way. Moving on. The person who cast this invisible... made a good point. I wanted to see what was going on. I wanted to see what was happening. I was curious. It wasn't my first instinct. I don't necessarily like doing clandestine, surreptitious activities, but it piqued my curiosity, and honestly, I'm glad I did it.
Okay.
No
Well,
regrets.
looks like I'm accessory to the fact, if you haven't noticed, to blowing up a small shop.
Oh yeah, I noticed. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I don't. I like Pharaoh. Don't blame you. So that's fine. I also like Pharaoh. Entirely blame him. So
You technically
that
weren't there
is.
for that bit of the conversation.
Oh yeah, we weren't.
You
Sorry.
were outside, yeah.
Whoops.
No, it's
I'll, I'll
fine.
just I'll just clarify. I do not hold you accountable for that. I entirely hold Pharaoh accountable for that. That's all I say.
okay. Well, regardless, we are still at this crossroads. We got to figure out where Akka is.
I suggest we don't take anything from Firo again. He apparently, the moment he clapped his hands is when the explosion happened. So it seems like he had remote capability over his package. So
Yeah, I wouldn't mess with him. He seems pretty.
my point being, if he hands something to you again and he doesn't trust you, he can just make you blow up.
Yeah. I'm still willing to do jobs just to get more information so we can figure out what's going on in this place, but nothing more than that.
As you guys are speaking, the tavern door opens up, and Firo pokes his head back in. Oh, by the way, I'd probably stay away from that area if I was you. Gods are crawling all over the place, and yeah.
Can I shut the door in his face as he's talking?
Roll a strength check.
This is a great idea.
This is a terrible idea.
It's a terrible idea.
Oh, he already said it.
Yeah, we're already in there now.
Oof.
All right. So
I mean, it's not awful, but yeah, it could definitely be better.
So you go to slam the door, and it starts to push, and then he puts his other hand against it, and he's like, I'll pretend you didn't do that. I'm trying to help you out. And then he pushes it back forward, sort of knocking you back just a tad bit.
Oof.
He rolled really high. But yeah, I'd stay away from that area, but up to you. Anyway, I'll see you around, Jeff.
See you around.
As he's walking away, Adeline starts walking from the south gate, sees him run away, and then approaches you guys at the tavern.
Evening.
Hey there. So you missed the fun.
Oh?
What
kind of fun?
I am an accessory to blowing up a building.
You another fireball, Jeff?
Oh no, wasn't exactly me. I was just doing a job and delivering a package, and it turned out that package had a bomb.
So you know how we already don't like Firo?
Right.
He had Jeff deliver a package, and unknowingly to us, it was actually a bomb being delivered.
So you're a terrorist.
Accessory to the fact.
Okay.
We have agreed on accessory. Also, hi.
Hello. Who are you?
I am Dario Johan Khalid. For now, you can call me Dario.
Greetings, Dario.
And I have decided to join these folks. Wait, we met already, but
Yeah.
That's right. I forgot who you were.
I forgot who you were. I'm
No.
horrible with names. We have that in common. Fantastic.
I'm horrible with people, so don't worry about it.
Out of character, he suffers from schizophrenia. You know, one day he's this person, next day he's that person.
Oh, cool.
Right.
Oh.
That's fine. Well, just to expound on the thing that we both forgot, I decided to join. We had a quick conversation, and I decided to join you folks in helping find your lost friend, and that's why I'm here. Yes, Octa.
Which is still very missing, by the way.
Yes, she's super missing. I believe we might be able to. I believe I may have some small leads, and we're going to investigate that at some.
Good enough.
Okay. So where do we go from here?
What information do you have that could assist us?
So, I believe that last time we discussed that we would be going to search around the brothel area, which is luckily not in the same area as the place that is currently on fire, if I'm not miss my guess.
Let's look at the map. I pull out this new map here, a good one that Theo gave me.
What a good dude.
And
Good guy,
let's see.
Fiero.
Yeah. It's actually kind of close, but not too close. So we should be fine.
Y'all should be fine. Jeff was an old woman.
Yeah, no one saw me.
Yeah,
We
we should
didn't see
probably not.
you, so I'm guessing you had some type of invisibility. If anyone shouldn't be there, it'd be me, because I was the only one that everyone witnessed walking around in that general direction.
Okay.
Though, are we able to recall what path we walked?
Yeah, so it would have been, let me get this here. You guys pretty much went through this alleyway, boom, just like that. And then Jeff broke away and went over here, and you sort of sat right where that X is, about.
Is this a, or hold on, I'm told. Is this like a pathway here, or something, or is this?
Yeah,
just
that's like a,
part of the wall?
it's like an alleyway that's right beside the wall.
I could attempt to go with y'all in a different direction, but if we end up seeing guards, I'm gonna have to immediately back out.
I could always just disguise you.
Oh, if that works.
Well, at least I can actually do that. Hold on. I may have spoke too soon. Can I cast on something else?
In any case, shadow can
Oh.
make you invisible.
That would probably be a last resort, just because I'm wearing a bunch of plate armor and make a bunch of
Nah.
racket.
I can only cast on myself. Never mind.
Know your spells.
Yes. We should be fine if he just walks. I mean, no one really was paying attention anyway, as far as we know. So you guys want to head over now?
Certainly.
Okay.
All right. So you guys start walking outside of the tavern, and as you look up, the column of smoke has pretty much dwindled down. It's not as large or as black as it was. Now it's kind of just like the sort of residual burning, charred areas that are filling the sky. So whatever they're doing, the guards have it under control at this point. And you guys are going to walk alongside the wall. Is that what y'all were planning?
Well,
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
I
this
figured
is
it would
fine.
have been best just to not
Yeah.
retrace my route. People be like, "Yeah, I saw him." You know, the type of scenario.
If there is a path back there, let's take it.
Yeah. So as you're walking, there are guards that are at the gate right here, but they're looking outward. They're not really worried about whoever's already in the city is, pretty much in the city. There are the occasional guards that walk through the alleyways just doing patrols. But I would say that you guys are pretty able to sort of duck and hide Oswald as need be as you're walking alongside the wall. It takes you about 5-10 minutes to walk all the way down this area, and then you hang a left. And as you're walking towards the bordello, you see it's kind of like a 3-story mansion almost. It's a pretty large estate. There's a tall metal fence that guards the perimeter, and there aren't guards outside, but there are a bunch of men that are well armed. A few of them wearing studded leather armor, some others wearing chainmail. There's one gentleman that is in full plate with a helmet on, hiding his face as he stands right next to the door of the bordello, which above the door you see a sign that says The Nest.
I want to turn and look at the cat. So you know about this place, right? You've been living in the city for a while, correct?
Now human wants to talk to me.
Yes. Do you know anyone in here? By chance?
Does Shadow know anyone in there by chance?
Shadow would know a couple of the folks, maybe. You don't really pay attention to the guards or anything like that. You definitely know who the not owner. The owner is Casero. Casero owns the establishment, but the person that runs the place is named Madame Elita.
Oh.
Yeah.
Shadow knows Madame Elita. She runs the place under Casaro.
Are you on good terms with her, or no?
You've never actually met her. You just know of her.
Shadow knows of her.
Okay.
Shadow typically stays away from bordello.
Yeah, kind of. Makes sense. So we need a game plan before we go in here. We can't just. I mean, it's already kind of a strange place to be in.
Well, I look to Dario. So, do you know if our friend Octa is actually in here, or do you assume she's in here?
I'm pretty. I don't know for sure if she's in here. I just thought this was a good place to start.
Alright, how much can we see of this building? Like, I'm guessing there's windows on the additional stories.
Yeah, so you can see that there's probably about 3 windows on the side, 4-ish windows on various levels. The first floor obviously only has 2 large windows on the left and the right around where the door is, and then each story has an additional window above that. So you can tell that this establishment has a lot of rooms in it, probably just because of the business that they bring in.
Well,
Okay.
like this is one of my thoughts, and I'll probably be, talking to the party while I'm saying this. Are there windows on the side? Like, if we were to somehow open up a window, could we get out the side without guards noticing us, or are they just at the front door?
No, they're all around the estate. So like they're at the various points of entry to the fence. Some of them are hanging on the side of the house, making sure no funny business goes on. So it's almost like Dr. Gear's place, where there were just guards all over the place. This is just about the exact same. So you would have to run a distraction to get all of their attention into a location away from one of these windows for them to not notice you messing around with the window.
Alright. Well, then instead, I look to the party. If we do find her in there, perhaps with Shadow's magic, if you are willing, Shadow, we could make her invisible. And as we leave the establishment, have her between us, then just walk with us out of there. What does that sound like to y'all?
Shadow is willing.
That'd be good, but we have no idea what we're gonna find in there. So let's just take it by. Yeah, let's do that.
Well,
Let's take it
right,
by
but
ear.
I meant, obviously we might have to improvise, but if we do find her and we do have the opportunity to be alone with her, make her invisible and get out.
Yeah. Okay.
We could also create a distraction at the same time just to make it easier for them to not be paying attention to us while she's invisible.
I look to the cat and say, can't you make like large clouds, like shadow clouds?
What?
He means the darkness that you create.
Yes, Shadow can make darkness.
Well,
Do you want Shadow to make darkness?
no, not now. That could be used as a distraction. Anyway,
Shadow's gonna lean in close to Jeff and say, Shadow can also teleport.
oh, cool.
Can you? Or
Might be
wait, did you
useful.
just say that to him?
Well,
Or
you would have been
or
able
could
to
we
hear it.
Can you
Shadow's
teleport
just trying.
others with you?
Shadow's gonna like look at you quizzically. Do you not remember running away
Oh,
from
wait.
the lizard men?
My bad. Well then, kid, do you have to see where you're teleporting, or can you just teleport anywhere you want?
So far, Shadow can teleport roughly 500 feet away in any
Is
direction.
is the tavern within 500?
Yeah, but I believe. Yeah, and you would have a good memory of it too.
Well, then that'd probably be the best plan for Shadow to teleport back to her room with Octa. Oh wait, do we still have the rooms, or did we like turn in the keys?
Irrelevant.
I think we're too far away.
You would still
Yeah.
have the room
Teleport.
keys.
Anyway, I think we just
That'd
gotta
be
go
the
in
easy.
there and start collecting information. So,
Well, I'm just saying, like, should we find her? Obviously, we need to find her first, but yeah, I'm ready to go in then.
okay.
Brady over here in my character sheet, like, what the fuck is this?
Oh, I'm just making sure Dimension Door you can bring somebody.
You
Oh,
can.
is he like clicking all his tabs?
Mhm.
All your tabs?
Do you see my 4,509th level spell slots?
Oh. Why?
Okay.
Because
I'm ready to go in.
there's
So,
apparently
feel free.
no limit on this.
Well, yeah, Dimension Door is supposed to allow up to one other willing person, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. So you guys start to make your way over to the gate. You walk through, and the guards that are sitting there, they don't have their hands on their weapons. They kind of just got their arms crossed, and they watch. And you can see that they're taking a mental image of each one of you as you walk in. Once you guys get up to the door. Oh,
So they're trying to take a mental image of me.
correct.
Can I roll stealth so they don't remember as well?
What?
That's not how that would work, unfortunately. You can try to
sorry.
like
Okay, no.
hide your face if you want.
That might make me more suspicious, so I won't do that.
Okie dokie.
Could I quickly look the other way, cast disguise self on my face?
Right now,
Nah, that's dumb. Never mind. I'll just go in.
can.
Screw it.
I just.
No, it looked too weird. Just go in. Screw
right.
it.
So you start walking up, and then the gentleman that is in full plate gear, you hear him behind his helmet. Ah, you've come for fun, huh?
Oh, you know, on a Wednesday, middle of the day.
Did you bring money to pay for your fun?
I pull out a bag of the new bag of 500 gold. I got it covered.
There's a cover charge of 10 gold.
Okay. I just flick him 10 gold.
For each.
I flick him 4 additional stacks of 10 gold.
Very good, very good. Have fun, but not too much fun. You don't want to lose that whole bag. And he opens up the door.
I didn't know Bane worked as a guard for a brothel.
He does today.
Where else would he work, you know?
It's
When he's
just the
not-
mask.
Or her student loan.
He takes off his helmet. Hi, guys! I'm just joking. I'm just kidding. Anyway, he opens up the door. 5 coming in. And then,
So describe the scene, Brady.
okay, hold on. Okay, I'm just making I had to read what Martin said. Didn't see it till now. So as you walk in, there is a nice. Actually, hold on. There's a nice little tune that's being. Oh, that's the wrong one. 1 second. I want to get the. I gotta set the mood with this beautiful music that I found. It fits this scene so well. All right, there we go. So you walk in and you've got this nice classy music going on. You look around and there is a bar on the left side of the establishment with various paintings all around. None of them of bunnies fucking.
Inside jokes, yes.
There's a bartender that's sitting there, and he's got what looks to be some sort of like box that is making this music happen. More than likely, it is arcane in nature. But regardless, you look around, and there are a lot of women walking around. They're not really wearing much, but they're also not wearing nothing, if that makes sense.
Right. Could I attempt a perception check just to see if she's one of them out there?
Yeah, go for it.
Holy fuck, dude.
Okay. So you're looking around, and you notice there are quite a few tieflings, and there's one that is purple, but it is not Octa. This one has a broken horn. And looking around even more, there doesn't seem to be anyone here that isn't willing to be here as well.
If I
Go ahead.
if I recall right, she didn't have a sending stone, right? She was the one that didn't.
She did not have one.
Correct.
Okay. That's
Well, I'm going to use my sending stone and tell the others that there is someone that looks like her, but she's not down here on this first floor or within the lobby, whatever. Is it a giant lobby, kind of?
Yeah, it's a lobby, and it's only one floor. You can't see up. So like there's probably various rooms in the middle on the second and third floor, but you can't obviously see that. You do see the staircase that is behind the bar, sort of onto the left side. So obviously anybody that does get a room at this establishment has to go through the barkeep in order to get a key. Probably their way of keeping tabs on the place. There's also quite a few chairs and couches spread out through the room. There's nice candles that, as you look at them, they're actually female figures dancing on the wicks of the
that's
candles. Sometimes they change colors depending on the
Dancing.
mood of the music, but most of the time they're just a nice glow of red. As you walk in to the door on the far side of the mansion, you see one lady that is sitting there with a few guards that are around her. This shadow you would know to be Madame Alita.
I whisper to Jeff. That is Madame Alita over there.
And I say,
Martin, really quick. Please greet her by saying, "What it do, thug bitch."
I'm not going to do that.
wait, what?
Okay, never
Extra
mind.
shit.
Continue.
No, Tap, that's not happening.
Also, to the back area, were there anyone in the way, or is it just people would notice if someone went back there?
No, you'd be able to like walk back there. Like she's pretty much. It's not like a separate room. Like this whole lobby area is pretty open. The only thing that's standing in the way of anybody would be the couches. So there's no separation from where she's sitting. This is probably just where she's hanging out right now as she watches the patrons come in. Because it's probably about this time. It's probably around noon.
Well, I meant go into the stairs, like.
Oh, to the stairs, yeah.
Yeah.
So the stairwell is right next to the bar. So the bar pretty much curves around and then meets the wall. And then there's the stairwell and it curves up past to where you can't really see. So
But no one's guarding it. There's
the barkeep is keeping an eye on it.
right. That's what I
And
meant.
from
It's
what-
just him
yeah,
watching.
And from what you can see at that look, like no one's just standing there making sure no one goes up. More than likely, that's the bartender's job.
So I look around and I look back to the cat and say, "What, the old bag? Is that who you're talking about?" Because I imagine this lady's really old.
Is she old?
She is an older human, yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yes,
Well,
but don't say that to her.
of course not. Of course not. Why would I say that? Okay. Okay. So I'd like to approach the bar
All right.
and
Yeah,
talk
I
to the
would've-
bartender.
I'd probably approach as well, and order something on the light side.
Shadow's going to watch the music box.
Okay, so you guys all walk up and approach the bartender. He's got a glass in his hand and a rag, and he's currently just washing the same glass because no one's gotten a drink yet today. Ah, hello, chaps. What's your poison today?
What you got? What's your specialty?
Well, what's your fancy?
Um,
I'm sure I
Yeah.
can make anything that you want.
I
give me
just tell
something
him.
to start off with.
Yeah, I tell him
Something special.
something light for now.
Very well. He turns around and you see behind him stacks on stacks on stacks of different bottles, sort of like in a tier of like. Think of like the Olympics, how the medalists are stacked differently. Bronze is towards the bottom, silver's in the middle, gold at the top, except for they're in rows and there's just bottles on bottles on bottles. Like your normal bar scene, I guess you would say.
I want something from the top shelf.
Ah, the top shelf. A good man. You see him pick out a bottle made of wood, and it kind of puzzles you a little bit. You don't really know exactly why you would keep a liquor inside of a wooden bottle. He uncorks it, swirls it around a bit, uses his mage hand to grab a glass, starts putting different varnishes on it, a lime and a mint leaf, and then he pours a nice clear liquid into the bottle or the glass, and then with his left hand he hands it out to you. That should be everything you've ever dreamed of.
Oh, getting fancy, aren't we? Okay. How much do I owe you?
10 gold.
Okay, I pull out 10 gold, give it to him, and I flick him 3 gold as a tip. Thank you, sir.
Ah, thank you, my good man. And for you, sir, he's pointing at you, Oswald.
Wait, I already told him once something light.
Very well, easy to do. So he grabs a bottle off of the bottom shelf, pours just a little bit of it, and then puts a little garnish and opens up a water skin and pours like a sort of bubbly liquid into it. It's a little fizzy, and he hands it to you. It is the color of orange, and he says, "I call that a screwdriver." It's
Interesting,
delicious, and it's almost exactly like orange juice, but you'd never know. And for you, Cat,
Oh,
No,
how
thanks.
much do I?
He's
owe
about the
you?
music box.
3 gold.
Shadow's still staring at the music box.
I'll go ahead and pull out 4.
Very well, thank you. Does your cat like to stare at things?
He's a little special. Don't worry about him.
She looks like a she.
Whatever. It's special. Don't worry about
Huh, so you don't really care for your pet.
it. It won't leave. One of those straight. It's a long story. It's a long story.
Noted. He looks towards Adeline. You, sir, I know you seem to be a holy man, but would you care for a drink?
A light mead would be fine.
Ah, we can do that. He reaches underneath the bar and pulls out a bottle that's made out of the horn of some type of large woolly beast, probably a mammoth or something. Uncorks it, pours it into a nice stein, hands it over towards you. That'll be 3 gold.
I'll toss him 5, and then I'll toss 5 more over to the guy playing smooth jazz.
All right, you put coins down in front of the music box.
Yeah.
I don't
In
know
the
if it
music
takes
box. Does it
requests,
have-
but we can
does it
try.
Does it have a little slot?
There are no slots for money. But
Well,
there
never
is
mind then.
Yeah,
I would have seen that.
yeah. He just puts music. All right. So thank you for your coin. And you, sir? And he points to Dario.
Yeah, about that. I didn't go from a bar to a brothel to drink. I'm still browsing to catch my drift.
Ah, well, sometimes a little drink can make your choice a little easier. Now,
Not too
mind you,
easy.
all of our patrons here are quite lovely. Also, I do believe this is the first time I've ever seen you all here. They call me Jason. Nice to meet your acquaintance, all of you.
Nice to meet you, Jason.
Nice to meet you.
Now, if there's anything special that you need from our lovely ladies, or men if you roll that way, he looks towards the tabaxi, even though she's still fixated on this music box. We have every race imaginable. Men, women, half-breeds, if you will.
Actually, now that you mention it, I think I will have. Do you have orange juice?
Yes, I do have orange juice.
Fine, I'll take that. I apologize for my curtness. I do not mean any of that.
Oh no, none taken. He uses his mage hand and grabs an orange, and you watch as the orange just starts to trickle with the juices, and then he pours a little bit of water in it to sort of keep it from being 100% juice. So it's 99% juice, and he hands it to you. 1 gold.
Done.
I'm gonna look to Dario and here, join me on the couch for a moment. Then I'll proceed to one
Okay.
of the clear spots we could sit down.
Yeah,
That's fine.
there would be one over towards the front window near the front door, which is a little catty corner next to the bar itself.
And like, are there anyone watching, or is it just we're just casually sitting there blending in?
You guys sit down, and obviously, like as you're walking, some of the ladies kind of look your way to see if they can catch your interest. Obviously, they're trying to get paid, but after noticing that you guys don't seem to really care, they look away. But I'd say there's probably around 20 people in here.
It's off abruptly.
Yeah. About 13 of them seem to work here, and then the rest of them are all patrons, but the patrons definitely don't pay you any mind.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and take a seat. Are you gonna take a seat as well, Dario?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, I look to you. I'm gonna pull out my sending stone real quick, and I'm gonna just say, hey, hold on to this for a quick moment. I'm not gonna let go. I'm, just asking you to hold on to it with me.
Sure.
And then the moment he touches it, I'm just like, none of us came here. Well, I didn't come here to drink. I'm just doing it to blend in. That way I don't bring suspicion. So that's why I ordered something light.
Oh, well, I thought some abrasiveness, some light abrasiveness would make me seem like another aggressive sort of patron. Maybe I overplayed my part.
Okay, if that's what you're going for, fine. I'm just letting you know that I'm just trying to blend in, not create any
Oh, certainly, certainly.
attention
To
on
each his
myself
own.
at least. Yeah. And then I pull back the sending stone and just start, casually drinking my drink.
Okay, so as you guys are sipping and holding hands, which I'm just checking, Shadow looks over at Jason. Jason looks back at you.
Excuse me, Jason?
Yeah, yes.
You said you have any race imaginable.
Oh yes, any drink that you, or any race that obviously is humanoid and intellectual, we more than likely have.
Do you have other?
Tabaxi?
Yes.
We have a couple. One male and 2 females. Obviously, tabaxi are not found very often in these parts, and actually, now that I look at you, how old are you? I don't know if tabaxi culture is any different from human culture, but
I really, really wish I had rolled a different kind of character because I desperately want to say to Shadow, I want to yell to her from across the room, get that put.
It's hilarious.
it's actually really funny, yeah.
Hmm.
Jeff gives a casual, you can do better than that. I'm just joking. Would you like to meet these tabaxi before you make your decision?
Shadow does not know much about tabaxi culture, admittedly.
Ah. So you're more looking to talk to the tabaxi about your past, your history.
Yes.
Well, unfortunately, I mean, you could pay for their time, although typically that is pretty expensive. But,
How much is it?
well, we do charge either by the hour or per night. If you do by the hour, it's 100 gold per hour, and if you do for a whole night, we do a flat fee of 500 gold.
Shadow will think about it. Thank you.
Oh, you're most certainly welcome. There is also, maybe you could find them when they're off work. Not everyone lives in this establishment all the time. The ladies and gentlemen do get days off where they can go and peruse the various shops to encourage more people to come to our establishment.
Well, thank you. Shadow will remember you. And she's gonna awkwardly walk back over to wherever everyone else is sitting.
Okay. They're still kind of huddled around the bar except for Oswald and Dario.
Oh.
Yeah, me and Dario went off to one of the
Oh, okay. I
sitting
thought everyone
areas.
else said.
I think Jeff and Adon are still at the bar.
Yeah, I'm still at the bar. I'd like to order another drink.
Ah, what would you like?
Do you have milk?
Oh yes, very easy to come by. Do you just want milk?
Yeah, just a glass of cold milk.
Can do. 1 gold.
Give him 1 gold.
All right. And then he pours you some, regular ass milk.
I go over to the cat and say, here you go. Try to blend in. And I give her some milk.
Ah, so you
Shadow
do somewhat
finds this
care
very
about her.
suspicious.
Just take that drink, cat. I also want to go over
Shadow
back
will
to...
take the drink
Yeah,
and drink it.
yeah. I want to go back to the bar and ask, so what's with the music box you got over there? I've never seen that in my life. Or anything like that before.
Well, one of our patrons was quite the magician. He assembled this piece of work and enchanted it to where it will play music until you flip that little switch over there. When you flip the switch, it stops. When you flick it back on, it starts playing the music.
Huh.
It's almost as if he was able to record a band of some sort with arcane magics and then put it on that little black disc that keeps spinning around.
Does it play any more songs? Or just
Only
the
if
one?
we were to get a new little disc thing enchanted, but as of right now, it's only the few songs that we have going. But no one comes here to listen to the music. It just kind
No.
of puts them in the mood, if you catch my drift.
But what does that do to you? Like, you listen to the same few songs every day. You must be going crazy.
It's actually really good foot tapping music, and you kind of can see that he has been swaying a little bit, and you sort of peek over the bar and see his right foot tapping to the beat.
Oh yeah, can't be wrong there. So I didn't catch what you said to my buddies earlier. How much is it for the room and whatnot?
Per hour, 100 gold, and for the whole night, 500 gold.
Okay. Well, I might take you up on that. We'll see how the night go or day goes, because it's still like what, midday, like
Yeah, it's like noon 30
on a Wednesday.
on Wednesday.
Okay.
Also, if it interests you, for each additional escort, just double the price.
Okay. So, what kind of how many non-humans do you have?
Non-humans, we have. He starts to sort of think in his head. Honestly,
Tabaxi.
too many to count. But we have everything from elves to half-elves to tieflings to Baxi, like I've said. We even have a Goliath girl. Not many like to dine with her, as you could possibly imagine.
Out of character, death by snoo snoo.
I was also thinking, like, you know those like women that like will jump and sit on men, like
Those
way
fucking
off?
weird fetish things.
Yeah, like,
oh my
we gotta do
god.
that with the Goliath as well.
Okay, this fandom things. Okay. Back in character. How many tieflings do you have, and may I see them? And also the Goliath woman.
Okay. I think we have 5 tieflings on staff right now. 2 male, 3 female.
I'm only interested in the females.
Oh, very well. I will tell the males maybe next time.
Is the Goliath still a female, or?
Yeah, the Goliath
Goliath
is
is-
a female.
Okay, good. Okay.
So you watch him sort of turn around, and on the side of the bar, there's like a little string, and he holds it with his index finger and his thumb, and you can see a little bit of blue magic energy go into this string, and then he lets go of it. They should be done shortly.
Okay.
So,
I keep sipping my
are
drink.
we seeing all this?
Yeah,
Like, can I see/hear that?
I would say you'd be able to see it. I don't know if it is quiet enough for you to actively hear what they're saying. If they're
Shadow.
talking normal.
As everyone is like waiting for them to come down, just like as I'm waiting for them to come down, I think with Thinking Stone, hey, I'm gonna try to get some information from these girls. So I'm gonna go in the room with them.
I'm gonna think back. What if one of them is Octa?
Oh, well then I'll just take her to the room and just talk to her and see what's up. And then yeah. Or we could just try to like take her right now.
Well,
I'm
if-
just trying to not look too awkward as I think of this. Just
Right,
like,
right.
Right.
I'm thinking if she is here and she does come down, Shadow could go invisible, walk up to her, and just teleport, and all of a sudden they're gone. Like, what happened?
I'd rather not get killed by the guards.
Well, I would imagine we'd want to leave first, and while Shadow sticks around.
Okay, yeah. Either way, I'll if she's here, I'll take her into the room and tell the plan.
All right.
Unfortunately, she is not here, as 3 tieflings and a large Goliath woman walk from the stairwell and enter the room. They go up to the bartender, and Jason says, this gentleman is going to pick between the 4 of you, I believe. And yes, so, sir, these are our tieflings and our Goliath.
Okay, out of character.
Yeah.
Part of me just really wants to go with the Goliath and do nothing mission related.
Do it.
I mean,
It just comes out, it's like, yep, that was fun. Well, what happened, Jeff? Oh, nothing. What the fuck do you mean nothing happened?
yeah, really.
Okay, get back character.
Okay. So before you see a red tiefling with black hair, and then you see 2 blue tieflings. One of them has a sort of bluish tint to their hair, and the other has very white hair. They all seem to have the same haircut, and after looking around, most of the women have the same haircut. It's pretty much just a long braid that goes down to about mid-back. Probably has something to do with what they are doing that makes it easier for their patrons. But yes, all of them look quite lovely. Even the Goliath woman is quite pampered. You see she has various tattoos around her body that go all the way from her face down to her legs, all in the color blue, and they're very tribal. They sort of tell a story, but you can't see the whole story because of where her clothing is.
I just say out loud. I'm seeing a blue theme here. Is that part of the nest? Like uniform?
They don't. No, they don't all have blue hair.
Okay.
They have the same length and hairstyle.
Okay. I looked at the bartenders like, so is there like a uniform code here or something?
Most of our patrons just like something to tug on.
Oh.
If you understand.
Yeah,
I
catch your drift. Okay. Hey, ladies, how's it going?
Hey.
God damn it.
We're doing this. You wanted to do this.
I know we are.
Hence the silence from this end. Yeah.
So, the two blue tieflings come up onto your left and right side. The red tiefling is kind of in front of you. She's sort of poking around your chin and such in a very seductive way. And the Goliath woman comes up from behind. She's about a half a foot taller than you, and she's just sort of stroking your hair. So, which one of us do you like more?
GF is feeling very uncomfortable because he only has 493 gold and 4 platinum. I mean, I guess I could
for all the women. Well,
I mean,
it is enough.
I
for
guess
an
I could
hour.
take for an hour, but
Can we see him struggling?
I would say that from your perspective, no, because the Goliath woman is kind of like towering over him. If Shadow sort of looks back, she can sort of see a little bit of the top of his head, but not much. And then I would say Adeline is the only one that can see a full frontal of what's going on.
okay.
Great word choice.
Okay, so here's my plan. I think to everyone real fast. I'm gonna take 2 of them, one at a time. I'm gonna try to get information from the Goliath lady first, and then the broken horn tiefling. So I looked to the Goliath and said, no. I looked to the broken tiefling and say, I pick you.
Good choice.
I go back to the bartender and I say, so I guess I'll need that room now.
100 gold per hour. How long do you think it'll be?
I'll just take the full hour.
All right. 100 gold, please.
I give him 100 goldo.
He counts it really quick. All right, you're good. Have fun.
Okay.
And then he hands the tiefling a key, and she grabs the collar of your shirt, and pulls you in real close. Let's go.
Okay. And I let her take me by the hand, and she leads the way.
All right, so she starts walking up the stairs. You kind of look back at everyone like, "Oh my god!"
I just want to note that Dario outwardly is barely containing his
Direction?
emotions. No, his emotions, because internally he is losing his shit laughing.
Okay, very good. So, is anyone else gonna do anything while Jeff talks to the tiefling lady / whatever else he plans on doing? Or should we just do that part and then see what happens?
Oswald, having noticed that Octa wasn't there, would not be trying to mess around with the others. So no, I'm just gonna continue drinking.
Okay. Does Adeline want to do anything in here?
Oh no, Adeline's celibate for sure.
Is he writing in his book?
He's definitely looking over his notes and uncomfortable.
Okay, noted. Is Shadow still watching the music box?
No, Shadow's just, I don't know, watching. Not necessarily the music box, but just the
Looking
area
and
around her.
stuff. And then Dario's just trying to not lose his shit.
Okay. So he's okay. Have the happy couple walked upstairs already, or are they going right?
Yes,
They've
they're
they've
gone.
pretty much gone upstairs. Yes.
Okay, so now that that image is at present out of his mind, I think Dario is going to approach Shadow and ask about the matron because she knows they know.
You
Oh, you cut off there.
Oh, I was saying that Shadow and the woman who runs the place, the Shadow and the woman who runs the place, they know each other in some respect, right?
No.
Shadow knows of the
No?
woman and knows who she is, but has no reason for the woman to know Shadow.
Okay.
Shadow's been pretty reclusive. She hasn't really, gone out to make a big name for herself in Cragstorm. She's more just kind of stayed to the shadows. Pun intended.
Yeah, I don't think Shadow's done anything to make you guys think that she's trying to get famous
Gotcha.
or have
So,
a name.
where's the matron in the room again? She's next to a couple of guards.
Yeah, she's got a couple guards on the other side, like right in where the door is, the front door, on the very opposite end of the room. She's sitting on a couch with two guards, and she's kind of she's got a glass of something. It looks like a martini glass, and she's just kind of swirling it around, watching everybody mingle. But we'll get to that after Jeff.
Okay, yeah.
So Jeff, you walk upstairs, you get to the second floor, and she says, "My room is right down there."
I say, we'll lead the way.
And she starts leading the way. Do you take notice of how she walks, or do you just kind of awkwardly follow her?
I want to take notes of how she walks and like do a perception check of like the hallway, like just in my general surroundings.
Okay, so as you come up the stairwell,
Do I need to roll anything or no?
No.
Okay.
You come up the stairwell, and you notice that it sort of doubles back around before going up to the third floor. So it's kind of like it gets to the second floor, and then there's a hallway. And then as you're going down the hallway, it's just lined with rooms and other rooms. And then there's kind of a area in the middle that's open and has more couches, where as you're walking past it, you see more of the workers here. Most of these ones are male. Kind of just sitting around with a couple of the females, and they're just swapping work stories and stuff like that.
Okay.
Other than that, the candles are pretty much the same. They're all lit with the sort of dancing female. You notice that as you look at them, they're all different races. So you can tell that this one candle's a human woman, this other candle's elven, and it almost kind of makes you wonder what all of the races have to offer.
So we're still in the hallway.
I misspelled that.
Anyway, so yeah, as you're walking, you can count that there's probably about 8 rooms on this floor total.
Okay.
With that, sort of lounging area for the workers that aren't currently working. But as you walk past, they kind of just all watch. All the guys sort of wink at you, and the females sort of do that. They have their hand, and they sort of sort of jazz hands towards you in a seductive way. I don't know how to effectively describe it.
I wink back at them.
And
Yeah, the old
I
sexy,
understand.
sexy jazz hands. Yeah.
Yeah,
Are they all?
Yeah.
Are they also, trying to talk to him?
No, they didn't
Hey.
try to say anything because he's already paid. So, they have a work code. You don't try to steal from the working girls.
They're all union. They know the deal.
Well, I had to replay that. I turned that into a clip.
I like it.
Hey.
Hey. Anyway,
Hi.
so you get to the second to the last door, and then she unlocks it after you.
Oh. Right after, okay, I go in.
All right, so you walk inside, and she closes the door and she locks it. She puts the key on a little key ring that's right next to the door, and she sort of starts getting the room ready. So, what is it that you'd like to do with me today?
Let's just start off slow. Just let's get to know each other, get more comfortable.
Ooh, a gentleman. We don't get many of you.
Oh, well, shucks.
Can I pour you a drink?
Why, certainly.
All right. So she goes up. There's a small little like bar area. There's not, there's not many different liquors and stuff on it.
Oh no!
So she starts pouring you stuff.
Liquor, Jeff. Liquor.
Wait. This is the way you're saying it.
Liquor.
Okay.
Anyway, she starts to mix two different drinks. Have a seat wherever you'd like to start. There is a bed, obviously. There are 2 chairs with a table, and then that's pretty much it. Also, the curtains are draped over the window for privacy reasons, obviously.
Yeah.
If you want to let everything be, out and about, you can certainly open the windows.
Okay, I'll keep them closed.
So you sit at the
Yeah,
table?
so I'll sit at the table. And
Alright.
so did she pour herself or just me one?
She pours both of you a drink, and she
Okay.
hands you one. Cheers.
Thank you. Is there a way I could? I wouldn't be able to identify it without her noticing.
Like for magical properties?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the only way to identify it for magical properties would be to cast Identify,
Yeah, and
which you would
I
have
can't
to
really-
spend 10 minutes doing that. Hey, can you give me 10 minutes real quick while I...
I mean, I have the wand thing. I have the wand thing, but
Yeah, you could pull out the wand if you wanted to. The wand of magic detection.
yeah, but that's gonna be super obvious.
Plus, he's already paid, so
Yeah. Am I? Oh. Hold on, I think.
So
I take the
you
drink.
have cheersed, and she is
Yeah,
taking a
I
couple
take I
sips.
take the drink and then
You drink it.
I drank it.
Okay, you drink it. So you take a sip, and you feel your taste buds kind of zing a little bit, and she goes, I'm not much for liquor, but I do like Jason's screwdriver, so he taught me how to make it.
They are quite good.
It's like
From what
orange
I've heard.
juice, but not.
But you can't really tell.
Exactly.
Not for liquor. She could trick a horse into the table, probably. Is that mean? Is that too mean?
Mm-mm.
So I take a sip and I say, "Oh, so what's your name?"
They call me Sarah.
Oh, nice to meet you, Sarah.
Thank you.
I ask, how long has she been working at this fine establishment?
Let's see. A couple years now, actually.
Okay.
I dropped
And-
out of college and had to make money. I'm just joking.
You know, it's
Daddy
one way.
issues, you know those things.
Gotta do what you gotta do. I say, how did she like living in the city?
Cragstorm is an acquired taste, if you catch my drift. Obviously, there's, a feud going on between a couple families within it. And the only thing I don't like is that you always have to be watching your back.
What do you mean? I mean, I'm new here, so I don't.
And I'll never finish my dissertation.
You can never tell a friend from foe in this city.
Okay.
Especially if
Okay.
you're aligned with a particular family.
I ask her, what does she know about the families?
Well, obviously, the Casaros own this establishment, the Nest. This is where I believe they get the majority of their funds. The Martillos run all the other merchants in town, and that is where they get a majority of their funds. And Other than that, I don't really concern myself with what they do from their day-to-day business, as this is my home, and I just make sure that I enjoy my time here.
Okay. I ask how long has she been living here? I said, working here for 2 years, but like how long has she been living in the city for?
I've been in the city since I was a young girl. I was actually raised at the orphanage.
Okay. Take another sip.
She sips with you.
So I've never quite done something like this before.
Oh, it's quite easy. Do you want me to show you?
Sure. And
Okay, so she stands up and she takes a big swig to finish her drink. That's step one.
okay. I said I do the same.
You chug your drink. Go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy.
We'll see how
That's like-
drunk you get.
It's like the worst fucking roll I have. My sheet just went away. Why is it doing this?
Do you
There
need me
goes.
to...
No, it went back. What did I roll?
You rolled a 19. So you pound it back and you sort of... Whew, yeah, it kind of burns your throat a little bit when you take that
Yeah.
much in, but...
Yep.
So, now we just loosen up a little bit and she holds out her hand.
Okay.
And
I take her hand.
She starts to dance with you a little bit, very slowly to the music.
Okay. So I tell her, tell me about yourself.
There's not much to tell. I work, and then when I have times off, I'm usually sleeping or learning things from the herbalist across town.
Oh. Which one?
Her name is Willow. Nice girl,
Okay.
but she
What
knows
do
a
you-
lot about plants and such. She actually
do
has a
you-
way with them.
Okay. What do you exactly learn from them? What is specifically?
The various properties of different medicinal herbs. My family was, well, obviously I come from the orphanage. I never really knew them, but I was told that they died from a great sickness, so I've always had an interest on maybe finding out how to cure specific ailments, poisons, such like that.
Oh, like the plague going on right now?
Yeah, something like that. I wish that we knew more about it, but obviously they've kept it pretty hush-hush. The public knows what's going on, somewhat, probably not all of it, but we have no information.
Okay.
Probably because they also have no information. Such is the Botten family, though.
I continue to dance. And I ask, how would you like to make a little bit more money?
Oh, like another
I-
hour?
No, nothing like that. Just purely information based.
Ah, I'm all ears.
And I slip her 100.
100 gold.
Just give her 100.
So you toss a sack of 100 gold on the table, and she kind of like opens up her eyes wide. What is it you need?
I would like to know where the hold on, let me try to say this right. Where did the newcomers come from? Like the new workers.
Well,
How many have come lately?
we haven't had a new girl in a matter of months, actually. Everyone here has been pretty old staff, but no one's forced to come work here. Everyone is first, I guess you present yourself to Madame Alita, and then she determines if you have what it takes to pretty much run with this sort of business, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
The Caseros occasionally do bring girls that they think would make good assets to the bordello, obviously, but most of the time they don't pass Madame Alita's tests.
Okay. So no one here works against her will?
That is correct. Everyone wants to be here. And for
Okay.
obvious reasons, as she looks at the pile of gold that you just threw on the table.
Tell me more about Madame Alita. What is she like?
Kind soul, until you get on her bad side, which luckily I've never been on the receiving end, but I've heard it.
Okay.
She takes
does
care of
work-
us all.
Does she work closely with the Martellos or Caseros?
Well, I mean, she runs this place through the Caseros. Martillo folk typically aren't ever seen here. I mean, if they were to come here, I don't think they'd be denied service, but I also don't think that they would leave here alive.
Oh, is that bad?
Yes, typically Martillos aren't welcome in Casero territory and vice versa.
Okay. How many Casero members do you usually see, or do they ever come to rough up, like shake down this place for money?
Oh no. Madame Lita makes sure that there's never any violence in this establishment, and if there is, she is very strong and despite her fragile-looking figure.
Okay. Did Madame Lita ever work like this?
I'm sure
Like,
she did when she was younger, but obviously as the age goes on, the body is not able to keep up with certain tasks, and she winks at
Okay.
you.
Huh. So, also I need to know, I'm looking for a friend.
Oh?
She might be in trouble, and I haven't seen her since we got into the city. Kind of concerned.
Tell me the story. She
Oh.
sort of stops dancing. You
Um,
get a general sense that now she's not really in the business mood. She's generally concerned.
Well, we came here because we heard there was some shady stuff going on, like sickness, and we're just going around adventuring. And when we got into town, we split up because we couldn't even get into town at first. We had to go and find payment to pass a doctor's
to
checks.
Dr. Gear.
Yeah, and then once we did that, one of our friends that stayed behind just to stay around the city, like out on the perimeter. She got taken by some men before we even got into the city, and we've been trying to track her down. She's been gone for like 2 days now, and we're very concerned.
Well, do you know who took her or for what purpose? Did you guys cause any trouble on the way down?
No, this is before we, if I remember right, like before we even got in, like she was taken, right?
Correct.
Yeah, so before we even got here, she just was taken. We don't know anybody here. At the time, we barely even done anything so far.
And you think that she was going to be brought here to the bordello?
We.
So was
I
this
met,
the Casero family then?
I don't know. I mean, I met an acquaintance that kind of inclined this place might be where people go missing. And I was trying to figure out where she is.
Well, she kind of looks around the room. She goes over to the curtains and makes sure they're tugged tight. And then she walks over to the door, opens it real quick, closes it. If it's a missing person and you think it's the Caseros, then you'd have to more than likely dig around the Casero family's main estate.
Okay.
That's where they usually take people to either get indoctrinated to joining the Casero family. They do their rituals of, their blood rituals to swear fealty and loyalty.
Blood rituals.
Not magic or anything, but
Oh, okay.
just
Focus.
family
No, okay.
family business.
Okay.
Or people that they generally have interest and want to make work there. They try to brainwash them into believing they've always worked there. I've seen a couple
Okay.
of people fall into that trap, and they have no memory of their past life.
Really? Oh, that's dangerous.
It is
Okay.
very dangerous. You see, she's kind of taken a more reserved posture now.
Hmm.
So yes, I would snoop around there, but obviously be careful. The Caseros are obviously a very private family, much as the Bartons and the Martellos, and if they see some strangers looking around their estate, they're going to ask questions.
Okay. Well, I know this is beyond what I can ask, but I need to ask anyway. Is there any way, any leads, any people I can talk to, or anyone that could maybe help me, or maybe like, would Madame Lita could I find work through her to get like closer to the family?
Off the top of my head, I don't know unless you go talk to Madame Alita yourself, but she's not used to talking to patrons, so that's a long shot. Other than that, maybe you could just ask some of the random thugs around town if there's any work to be done and start trying to show your loyalty to them, and maybe, just maybe, somehow you'll get lucky.
Okay.
But yeah, when it
Do
comes
I-
to the business of the Caseros, all I know is, what I do here.
Okay. And you're sure no one else here is against their will or anything like that?
As far as I can tell, everyone comes and goes as they please.
Okay. Well, thank you for your time. The only reason I came here was just trying to talk to you. That's all I really have.
Well, are you sure you want to give me all of that? And she points to the gold on the table.
Oh yeah. That's definitely for you.
And are you sure you don't want anything else?
No, you're lovely. It's just I can't.
Make use of your 40 minutes left.
I'm here for my friend. I can't. I need to find her as soon as possible.
Well, very well. Well, I can ask if Jason could possibly prorate you back.
No, don't worry about it. No.
Are you sure?
Yeah. It's okay.
Well, she walks closer to you and puts her hand on her shoulder and sort of smiles very gently. She's like, "You are quite the gentleman."
Well, thank you. You're quite lovely as well.
So I
mean
guess
that sincerely.
Are we done here then?
Yeah, we're done.
Very well. I will escort you back down.
Actually, you guys should make a bunch of noises so you pretend that like you did
Just play
the
it off.
deed.
You use a quick comer,
No.
Okay, that works too.
Okay. So she takes me back down to the lobby, I guess.
Yeah, so she goes and grabs the key, walks you out, locks the door behind her, and then leads you back downstairs. When you come back downstairs, Jason kind of looks over. Quick comer. Kidding, he doesn't say that.
Yeah.
That was very fast.
Yeah.
That's just as bad.
Yeah, man. It is what it is.
I was tired. It was cold out. I'm hungry.
Sarah goes over and hands him the key, and then he takes that 100 gold that you had given him for the payment and gives her a cut, and then she puts it in her pocket, walks back over to you. Good luck, and it was a pleasure, and she winks at you.
You as well. Thank you.
And she heads back upstairs.
I look over to Jason and say, "Bring me the large woman."
The large one.
Well, 50 gold, since you
What?
didn't use your full time.
Oh, okay. I give
Round
him
2.
I thought that was the goal.
50 gold.
Olga!
Old guy.
She comes over. Tiny man wants me?
Just my size.
Yes.
So I assume you've been initiated. I'm just joking, that doesn't matter. Hand key. She holds out her hand and he puts the key. Her key is a lot larger and
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay.
Come, young man, and she grabs you. Like when she puts her hand on your hip, she's almost able to, with just one hand, grab you all around the waist, and she sort of lifts you up.
Jesus Christ.
And you sort of sit on her arm. She is a very strong woman.
Okay.
Yes.
She starts walking you up to the stairs, and you walk up, and she is the room that was right next to Sarah's room. You notice the lock is a lot larger, probably because of her strength, and she opens it up, says, "You lay on bed."
No, I say you lay on bed.
Oh, you think you're strong.
I tell her to get undressed.
First, we drink.
Okay. Go into my bag of holding. Oh no, I ask her, what do you have?
What do you want? I can go grab.
No, it's okay. I got. Would you be okay if I pull my personal stock out?
Very, very well.
How much? I didn't write down, Brady. How many alcohol things? I had 5, right?
Yeah, you had 5 vodkas.
Okay.
5 whole ass bottles of vodka.
Yeah, I bring out. So I dip in my bag and bring out 5 things of vodka. How many loaves of bread did I have?
You had a dozen, and then you didn't go get your other dozen.
Okay, and I bring out 12 loaves of bread. I mean, I'm sure you're hungry. You're working all day.
I'll be hungry after done with you.
Yes, you will. And then, so I uncork all the bottles, and I give her 4 because she looks like she, yeah.
So she grabs the bottles, and she says, we need glass. And she grabs your bottle, and she puts 2 glasses onto the little table, pours them, and then puts a lime wedge into each of them and hands you your drink.
Thank you.
Now, she clings, and it's kind of messy, like the vodka splashes everywhere, and she tips it up and drinks the whole thing in 2 seconds.
Like the bottle or the glass?
No, the whole glass.
Okay. I was gonna say.
Drink, tiny man.
I also drank. Constitution check?
Yep,
What
19.
you rolled a 19 again.
Where? I'm not seeing it.
That's weird.
Oh,
Did you scroll all the way down?
I see 21.
Yeah,
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
that's 21.
it's 19.
You know, minus your
plus 2.
save.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Cool.
All right. Anyway, so you drink that and you sort of wiggle your face. Whew, that's a burn. Yes, it is. And then she picks you up, puts you on the bed.
Oh, well, no, we're not done yet. We still got some more drinks to do.
Oh, you want to drink?
Oh, yeah. I ain't no bitch.
Drink it is. And she grabs
I
a whole
take
What's
bottle.
going easy on you?
She takes one of the glasses and throws it at the wall, and it shatters. No glass need.
Damn straight.
She clangs your bottle against your bottle and starts to take a large swig.
We doing this, nerd?
I let her drink a little faster because she's obviously going to outpace me. That's why she has 4 bottles and I only have 1.
So it takes her, like, she's constantly chugging, like taking big swigs. And this whole bottle, it probably takes her about 3 minutes to finish before she's satisfied and puts it down. I feel like dragon.
Oh, would you like to see a magic trick?
Ooh, you would do magic.
Yes, I do.
Oh no.
She sits. She sits at the table and puts her elbows on her legs, with her head or her chin on her hands, as she watches you intently.
So I do a very simple magic trick first. I take my hand, I take my index finger, I take it like back, I bend it back, and I take my thumb, and I do the whole like sliding thumb thing.
Okay. Oh, that one's silly.
Okay, what about this? I take a swig of vodka and I spit out as I cast like a firebolt in my hand.
All right.
Like breathe fire.
So you do, and I assume you're trying to do it in moderation.
Yes, like a very small controlled.
You don't want to like kill yourself.
Yeah.
So you go, ooh, you a dragon.
I certainly am.
Me never been with dragon.
Oh, for today's the day. So, I keep saying drink more.
Well, you have to catch up first. 1 bottle down for me.
Okay. So I take 2 shots, 2 drinks of, because, I'd say that's about equal.
All right, Constitution save.
Both times or just once?
Just once.
Okay.
Okay, so you shake your head and you're still keeping at it. Your vision's starting to blur just a teeny bit, but not enough for you to be like, I have no idea where I'm at right now.
Okay.
So she grabs another bottle and she hands you another bottle. Drink.
Well, you have to keep up too now.
Oh, no problem. And she starts to swig. She's going to roll a Constitution save. She is holding her own.
Okay. Oh. So, tell me about yourself. What's your name?
Olga.
Olga. My name is
Goliath.
You are Goliath. Tell me about that.
My herd comes from north. Cold
Herd,
place.
huh? Herd. Okay, north. Cold, you say?
Correct. Very cold. But our body's made to withstand. We strong. And she flexes, and she's got some fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger like
You are quite
I'm just
strong.
fucking- she doesn't have that big, but she's got bigger guns than GF does.
Anybody in the party?
Yeah, probably just because she is a Goliath.
I say. So, what brings you here?
Well, Herd comes south for winter.
God, herd, Brady. Herd.
Yeah.
Go on.
Come looking for food. I get separated, went too far south. Find city, and then was told I could make big profits working at this place, the Nest.
Okay. And how do you like it so far?
Oh, it's fun.
How long have you been here for?
4 months.
Okay. Okay. Have you seen any newcomers coming in that time?
I think 1. No. 2.
Oh, who would that be?
Good question. Human, I think, and then the other one, elf.
Okay. Wow.
But I not remember.
Okay. How about another drink?
Drink, drink. She clangs her bottle against yours and takes.
So
a
she's on a
swig.
third bottle, right?
She's still on bottle number 2.
I thought she drank the. Oh, damn it.
She drank the whole first one, and she said that she's just going to keep pace with you.
Okay.
Obviously, she can outpace, but she's making sure that you guys consume the same amount.
Okay. Well, I say okay. Let's drink again. I take another Constitution check.
Yep.
I want to re-roll that shit. Lucky. Okay, good.
What?
All right, so you take.
What is this bullshit?
You take your swig, and you guys both sort of shake your heads. Oof, strong stuff.
Yeah, very.
Where you get?
The tavern over. What was the name of it? Other side of town. To the east of here, to the west of here.
The broken bow, silent bow.
Yeah, I think
yeah,
so.
Silent bow.
Yeah, I bought a bunch of their stuff.
Ooh. So you rich man.
Yeah, one might say.
You look for wife.
Actually, you know, I have been lately.
Ooh. Maybe Olga make you so incredibly fun that you marry Olga.
We'll have to see.
She winks at you. Are you done drinking?
Oh no, we're not done yet.
Oh.
I keep pressuring the alcohol and say, these bottles are for you. You can take as much as you like.
Olga only drink as much as patron.
Okay. I do another drink.
Okay, and she follows.
I'm
suit.
lucky that.
Okay.
There we go. That's what
I would
Martin
take
wanted
that.
to see.
So you take that drink and you're like, Olga looks at you. I think you had enough drink.
I think you're right. Okay. Well, it's time. Get on the bed.
She stands up and she goes over to the bed. Before she does that, though, she whisks her finger around, and all the candles go to a very
Dim.
dim mood lighting. And she looks over to you, and she sort of blows you a kiss. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw at disadvantage.
Damn it, Brady. I need to find my wisdom score. It's actually pretty high.
Okay. So she blows you this kiss, and as you look over, you are enthralled with her. She looks to be the most beautiful thing you have ever seen in your life. You stand up to meet her over by the bed, and she picks you up.
Well, hold on. I want to do something first.
Okay.
Before we start this. I say, I see that she's going to overpower me.
Mm-hmm.
I say, okay. I have something in mind to make this better for both of us, okay? So just trust me here, okay?
Okay.
I cast Ray of Enfeeblement on her. so she doesn't destroy me.
Do an attack roll.
Hmm?
Or wait, hold on. Let's see. Yeah, make a ranged spell attack against. The
Hold on,
target.
what the fuck are you doing?
I don't want her to break me in half.
He doesn't want to be death by snoo.
I want to live.
He straight lost his shit, man.
What?
Well,
what?
Go ahead.
Oh,
and
is he
roll
drunk?
Yeah, he's.
Holy shit!
So
What's
go
the
ahead.
wisdom save for?
Oh,
Who
she
knows?
She enthralled
blew me a
him.
kiss, and then I'm pretty much disadvantaged, and like she's gonna have her way with me now.
I still need
You might walk out of
your
this with a wife, man.
spell attack roll, please.
Spell 20 or
Yeah,
am I
D20.
short?
Okay. And I believe it adds your intelligence modifier for the. So, you stick out your finger and a sick black beam hits her. Ooh! Why you hurt Olga?
No, it's not to hurt. It's to make it so we're evenly matched. You're a very strong and powerful woman. I do not want to die.
Fine. She grabs you and throws you on the bed.
Wait.
Softly.
One more thing,
You're laying on the bed and you say one more thing.
and I get back up and I kind of like get on my knees and tell her to come closer. And I cast grease.
Oh, you like slip and slide.
Oh yeah.
That a boy, kid.
And so now I tried to overpower her and take the lead.
All right. So at this point, as you start to do stuff,
And I also use a mage hand to help me overpower her
your mage
if
hand
I
will
can.
not help.
Well, not overpower, but like not be the I want to be on top. Is all I'm saying.
Okay. So you sit there and you kind of try to fumble your way to where you are on top, and she allows this. You get on the bed and you start going to town with your greasy-bodied self. And
Against her greasy body self.
Against her greasy-bodied self. I believe this is Jeff's first time.
Jeff's in the game? No.
Yes.
Oh, no, this isn't.
According to your backstory, I'm pretty
Yeah, you're right,
sure
yeah.
it is your first.
Yeah, I haven't said anything. I haven't given much backstory. Okay, yeah, sure.
30 seconds later, you are done.
No, Brady, come on now.
All right, Constitution's.
Let's see. Where are you at? Yep, 30 seconds later.
30 seconds, you're done. As you finish, Olga, not done with you, flips you
Oh.
around
Oh boy.
and
What?
begins
What? What was that supposed to
pounding
mean?
your town
Wait, with what?
with her body. You are going for round 2.
Okay.
Death
I
by
thought you meant
snoo
something
snoo.
else. I thought you meant something
Oh,
else.
no,
Okay.
no. Regardless, your time comes up and she instantly stops. Time up.
I slip her another 100 gold.
Ooh. You
I say
like
lay back
me.
down.
And then
I
another
say-
hour of this goes on.
And then before the hour's up, I say, "How about you run away with me?
Olga
What?
can't do that.
Be my wife."
Ooh. Olga have to think.
I am a very rich man, and
Olga
I know magic.
understand. But Olga need to make sure she. Olga have friends here.
It's okay. I understand, but I think about all the opportunities, all the friends you can make, and all the food that I can bring you. I am a very
Olga
powerful wizard.
Olga give you answer by end of week. Yes.
Okay. Can I come back and see you before then, or do you just want me-
Anytime.
Okay. Can I do I can't do a persuasion check, can I?
For what?
Try to persuade her.
To try
No,
to leave?
Nah. Yeah.
No.
Okay. I give her another 100. Just think about it.
Oh, Olga think real hard.
And then I stand up, my greasy, smelly body.
Yeah, so you
Just-
stand up, and what ends up happening is Olga looks at you and she whirls her finger, and all of a sudden you're at the door. The lights have brightened up, and you look around, and both of you are still wearing your clothes. There's no grease on the floor. There are many bottles of vodka that have been drank. But you recall everything that happened. You're not really sure where the grease went, but somehow it's gone now.
Okay.
Olga had fun.
I did too.
Little man have fun?
Yes, very much so.
Good. Now I show you downstairs.
Okay.
Only part of job, she smacks your ass. And then heads downstairs. This time when you come down, Jason sort of gives you a nod. Well, that's a new record.
Damn straight.
So, while you're doing all this stuff, Imhotep, did you want Dario to do something with Shadow? Were you going to do some roleplay?
I didn't know.
No, Dario is thinking of trying to get some information out of the matron, but while he was thinking on it, he realized how long Yef was upstairs, and the thought horribly distracted him from anything else. He's currently sitting down with both hands in with his face in both of his hands, a very odd expression on his face.
Noted. While Jeff is getting death by snoo snoo, was anyone going to do anything or just wait for him to get done?
I would have, by the time I finished my drink, I would have pulled out that book and been trying to figure out more rune combinations.
Okay.
I guess Shadow would have been working with him.
That's up to you. I mean, the fact that we both read different things, I'm sure I could have figured out some.
I'm sitting next to them listening, but not really listening.
So yeah, without Shadow, you're not able to scramble the words that Shadow tells you in order to make the meaning, but you are able to sort of bookmark the runes that match with each other as you're flipping through it back and forth. So it'll make it to where when you do go to check stuff or do the research, it'll be a little bit faster.
Yeah, and that's pretty much all I would have been doing as time went on.
Okay. Did Adeline want to do anything or just be disgusted at the location?
Yeah, a little, not necessarily disgusted. He understands human pleasures, or I guess humanoid pleasures.
That is a better term, yes.
But he's come to some startling conclusions, and he doesn't like them, so he has to delve deeper.
Oh, also Brady, I would like to leave the bread for her.
All of it?
Yes.
All the bread.
Olga, really think about proposal.
I eagerly await your response.
Okay, well, I guess since everyone was just kind of doing their own thing, waiting for Jeff, he comes back down about 2 hours after his time with Sarah, and Olga kind of sort of gives you a small peck on the cheek. Olga, bye now, and then she runs upstairs.
Bye, baby.
Jason looks at you and says, honestly, you're her first patron. Usually we have her do the heavy lifting around here, but
Oh, that's kind of
Yeah, I
sexist.
bet she does.
That's kind of reverse sexist in a way. I don't know. I don't even know how to make that out. That it doesn't matter. I had fun.
good. That's all it's about.
Mm-hmm. Well, do you know where Madame Melita is?
As you are saying that, I'm right here.
Oh,
You turn
well,
around and she actually has approached you.
Dario
see-
perks up, but he's still on the other side of the room.
Yeah, so
Hi.
she's over by the bar. Please come have a seat with me. I'd like to pick your ear.
Okay.
Am I able to see where she decides to sit down?
Yeah, she goes back to the same spot.
Like, am
And,
I able to see her as she begins talking?
I would say yes. So you'd be able to observe
Basically,
her.
I'd be lip reading her situation.
So she sits down. Her two armed guards are kind of just sitting there, and she's talking to Jeff. So, I am rather curious. How did Olga get chosen by you?
Oh, I'm not quite sure. Something caught my eye.
Like some thick.
I'm just asking because in the time that she's worked here, you're her first patron, which saddens me because she's honestly a beautiful girl.
That's what I say. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I guess some men and women, I guess, don't really like to be overpowered as much, I guess, but
Oh, she didn't. Don't worry.
oh, interesting. So she is soft-hearted.
Yeah.
That's my girl. That's what I taught her. So you notice, Jeff, that from a distance, she looked a little older, but now that you're sitting right in front of her, she looks younger. And she is a lot more beautiful than a lot of the other escorts in the bordello.
Okay. I make no mention of this. I say, I'm surprised. You're much more beautiful than I thought you'd be.
That's what they all say, dear. Flattery will get you nowhere.
No, just an observation. Don't think nothing of it.
Duly noted. So, well,
Tired anyway.
well, honestly, that's all I was asking, to see if maybe I could help pump her numbers up. If that's all, then...
Oh, well, actually, I need to ask you a few things.
You have my attention,
Um,
but only for a few things. I'm a very busy woman. I have an
Yes.
establishment.
I hear that you're a very kind woman that looks out for her workers and for people in the city, correct?
That is correct. I do not want anybody that works in this establishment to feel unsafe. If they feel unsafe, it is dealt with very swiftly.
Okay.
I'm sure you
Well-
met the gentleman that let you into the bordello.
Yes, he charged me 10 gold per person.
He's come down on his rates. I'll have to speak with him about that. Thank you. But typically when he's around, nothing bad happens.
That's good.
It's very
We
good
want a safe environment.
business.
So I hear I haven't been here that long, and I hear the city isn't really a safe place in general.
It all depends on who you know and where you go.
Okay. Well, before my companions and I even got into the city, one of our female companions was taken.
A female.
Yes. She was a tiefling, and
tiefling.
that was about 2 days ago, and I'm very, very concerned. I don't know where she's at. and
Do you know
I can't
who
really-
took her? Maybe a reason?
We didn't even enter the city yet. We were still trying to find payment for the medical check, which we did. But by the time we got back, one of our friends was taken because she stayed behind outside
Well,
the city.
in all honesty, kidnapping in the slums isn't unheard of, but did they take her into the city?
Yes, we saw the tracks.
That is unheard of. So the only thing I could come to a conclusion is that your tiefling friend might have the same appearance as another tiefling in town that might be causing trouble. And
There's another one in town causing trouble.
there are plenty of tieflings, dear.
Oh,
But, yes, there is one that I believe she works for the Martillo family. And obviously, that would mean that the Casero family is the one to blame.
oh, so you're saying they mistook her for? Okay.
More than likely. Unfortunately, I do not know this girl's name. I do not know where she works or what she does, but I do know that she causes a great deal of trouble for the Casero family. I have tried to recruit her myself. Obviously, she has a very good skill set, but alas, I cannot even find her name out.
In what kind of skill set do you need?
Anybody can work at a bordello, dear. There's always a job in this town. For any skill set.
Using the sending stone, I'm gonna tell Jeff,
I'm
Ask her
pretty
if
sure.
she knows the tiefling skin color that works for the Martillos.
What's the skin color of the tiefling?
Purple.
I think back to them. This is sounding like Inara, right?
Anara's red.
Red? Oh, never mind then. And purple is Akka.
Yeah,
Octa's
Octa is
purple, yeah.
purple.
But she's talking about the one.
She's talking
that is
about a
causing
separate.
trouble.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
talking about
She's
a
saying that-
tiefling
yeah.
in town that's
Okay.
causing issues for the Casero family, and Octa looked like this tiefling, so that's probably why she got kidnapped.
Okay. Makes sense. Well, okay. Well, thank you. That gives us some lead. We were told by someone that sometimes people go missing around the bordello, and it's good to hear that that's not the case.
They only go missing if they cause trouble. So don't cause trouble, and I have no reason to get rid of you. She winks at you.
Wouldn't think of it.
Toodles.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for your time.
Very
You're
welcome. It doesn't happen often, so don't ever get used to it.
Oh, of course not. But also, if you have any work you need done, I'm new in town and I'm always looking for a job.
Noted. She looks over towards Jason and waves her finger, and after a couple moments he comes up. Yes, madam. Take his man's name down. He said that if we have work for him in the future, that we could call on his services. Very well, madam. Other than that, I bid you adieu. Your name?
GF.
And she holds out her hand as if waiting for you to kiss it. Very old style.
I take a knee and I take her hand and kiss it.
Very formal. Anyway, you have a wonderful day, Jiff.
You as well, madam.
And then she goes back to sipping her martini as you go, and Jason says, so, where are you staying?
At the bow.
The Silent
Bow?
Bow.
Yeah.
Ah,
that
so
one.
the Mostillo side of town.
Mhm.
Honestly, good idea. The Caseros Tavern's a bit run down nowadays, and there's a lot of robberies. The locks on those doors are really shit. Well,
Okay, well.
Jeff, if we have anything, I'm sure you'll be contacted.
Thank you.
They'll
How
be
so?
looking for you. We'll probably just send a messenger, and then you'll come here to get the details of your work.
Okay.
I assume these fine fellows that you came in with would probably be available as well.
Oh, more than likely.
Good, I will put +4. And we will keep you in mind. Thank you.
Oh, could you also bring back Olga for a second? What else? I forgot to give her something.
He goes over to that string, and the blue magic comes from his fingers as he touches it again. And in a matter of seconds, Olga's down. Yes, Olga?
Hello, Olga.
Ooh.
I
Tiny
forgot. I forgot. I didn't give you these, and I give her 7 No, never mind. I can't do that. Carrots will turn into a rabbit. I give her some trophies. I give her a large. I'm still holding on to one of the Hydra tooths apparently. Or did you take them all from me?
No, you had one.
Okay, I give her one of the big Hydra tooths as a trophy. And
Ooh.
this is from a very large creature called a Hydra, and I pull out my book. Does the book have a picture or description of the Hydra? It does. I think it does, doesn't it?
It does a tiny description, but not a lot.
No picture?
about it. No picture.
Is there a
or
picture?
anything. No.
Okay.
Not many
Well.
of them have been found.
Okay, well, I found this outside the city after I slayed this giant creature called a Hydra. It has many heads, serpentine. When you cut one off, more regrow, and it's very, very dangerous. I
Ooh,
defeated
Tiny
myself.
Man is strong.
And I also give her 2 small red dragon scales, and I say, I also slain countless dragons, and here's just a few of those scales.
Ooh. She looks. I can make beautiful earrings, and she puts them up to her ears.
And
Olga,
then,
say yes.
Really?
Olga,
Okay,
say
well,
yes. But
okay.
Olga have to stay here for now.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay, well, we'll eventually we'll arrange for you to come with me. Okay, but you can't
Olga's
keep
so
it.
happy. Jason, Olga, no take any more patrons. Jason kind of looks at Olga, and then he looks at Jeff. Very well. I will let Madame Alita know.
I'm sure she can still do some heavy lifting around here if she needs a job or here or there.
Yeah, we'll find something for her to do to earn her keep, as she has been.
And I hand her the drift globe
Okie dokie.
and explain what it is.
So, light! And it radiates light. Ooh!
Yes, just something to play with and see in the dark with.
Very nice. Well, Olga have to go clean room now. We spilled vodka everywhere.
I'll be back later.
Bye, husband.
Bye, honey.
And then she runs upstairs after giving you a smooch on the forehead, because it's easier to get your forehead than your lips. And she runs away. Like a little schoolgirl.
I'm just reading what happened in the chat. So sorry I hijacked this session for the most part, but I thought it was funny.
It was. So now that Jeff is done with his shenanigans, what does the rest of the party want to do?
Dario walks up to Yef and he's like, "Hey, just real quick question. What the actual fuck?"
What?
I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. What was that all about? If you don't mind my asking.
Well, first I went in there and got some information, and then something with the
I saw when you came down the first time. Then that was pretty short, and I was like, okay, he got what I assumed you got what you needed. And then the second time, it took a bit more time. I know.
I had to go back and get some more information.
Dario attempts to calm himself down a little bit, compose himself. Okay, sure. Did you, let's focus on the information that. Did you get any information? I guess that's what I want to ask.
Yeah, Olga was very strong.
Cool. How about?
And also, I was her first patron.
I would walk up to Dario. It appears our friend is being kept elsewhere. The Casaro family seems to have mistaken her for a similar-looking tiefling that worked for the Martillos.
I also got that information as well. I don't think I would have been able to get that without partaking in Olga. So, you're welcome.
Right.
I don't mind the extra chit-chat that he's going on about. He did get some important information.
Yes. And also, we have in the future, we'll have another addition to the party. Very strong.
Cool.
You guys look at me like I'm like a fish out of water here. What's wrong?
No, Oswald's trying to calm Dario and be like.
I'm
not. Dario isn't angry so much as he's nonplussed. He is just aghast at these events and how they've proceeded. He's not angry. He's just like.
Well, yeah, that's why I'm telling you. That's why I'm telling you. We got the info we need. Don't worry about him.
I'm looking at the cat as well. You're looking strange. What's wrong?
Nothing. I am happy that you found true love.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Oh, and I'll go over to Adeline and tap on the shoulders. Like, what you been up to, big guy?
Sorry, I didn't hear that. Was that at me?
No, I go over to Adeline and say, how's it going, big guy? What have you been up to?
I believe he's
not here.
Not here, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's AFK.
Well, got some leads, as you all know. Casero family. We just gotta poke around their place more, or do more jobs for them to get closer. Either way. So, and we exchanged the information, like Reed already said, about the purple mistake.
My question would be if they got to realize that she's the wrong tiefling by now, even if she looks similar. What would they do with her?
I don't know. We gotta figure that out. Oh yeah, I did mention the whole brainwashing thing, so that's an issue. They might just use her for that. Try to make like a puppet out of her or something.
Speaking
'Cause
of
these people-
puppets, I'm gonna go use the bathroom real quick, and I advise anybody else to do the same.
Okay.
So everybody take 5, and we'll be right back. Otherwise, you guys can continue role playing. I just won't know what you said.
After these messages.
So y'all didn't think I'd take the bait, huh?
My character's just not. He's not gonna be like what. It's whatever for him.
I mean, out of
Who is
character.
drawing
Like, out
that?
of character. You guys didn't think I'd take the bait, huh?
You already
No.
talked about how you wanted to screw
Oh.
around, so I mean, it's not really that surprising to me.
I guess. Wow.
So what? You hope we have like a Goliath NPC in our party down the line in the
I
future?
mean, she will be fucking strong, yeah. And then, like, I'm a squishy maid, she's not, you know, it kind of works out.
I mean, if that's how GF does.
Yeah. I
That's
can
what
fucking
GF
cast-
do.
And are you going to take this Goliath girl out for walks and feed her and
Of course.
brush her
Hey,
hair?
hey, hey, hey.
Yeah.
She is a real massive woman, and she deserves respect. She's not a
Yeah.
thing.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Are you going to take care of her?
I mean,
Getting a
she's gonna
degree in
take care of
marine
me.
biology.
Dude, I'm pretty sure she fits the definition of strong, independent woman.
Exactly. She's gonna be taking care of me because I'll be catching fireballs as she gives me a piggyback ride. So
Okay.
I
I'm
can
just
imagine how
adding-
you're riding your shoulders.
yes,
Like
Shadow-
a tower
Shadow be on her
defense.
shoulders
Like
too.
Master Blaster.
exactly. Except
Yeah, I'll be right back.
But I'll be the one doing the blast and no.
I gotta use the bathroom.
Okay.
Did Bill come back? Bill's still not back. Wonder where he went.
Fuck! What the actual fuck?
It doesn't sound like
What's
Emotep.
happening?
That's funny.
I'm the one. Okay. I'm trying to finish the fight. Like, I was afraid. I thought the first. Yeah, I thought the first one was the Goliath. Yeah, I think that's why I thought. That's why I said that she probably tricked him under the table. First part, and then the Goliath comes in. And it's like, okay, now I see what's happening. And I was a little concerned because he's got all his good constitution throws on the teeth. I was like, oh. Not less.
Are y'all back yet?
I am now back.
I'm here.
Neat. Martin? I guess he's not back yet.
Martin was around. I went upstairs, he was there, but he probably won't come.
Oh, I heard.
He's
His mic picked you up. All right. Well, anyway, with you guys, more than likely, Shadow and Jeff and Adeline would just follow. What is y'all's next plan of attack?
During their conversation, did they mention the location of where this brainwashing usually happens? Was it the estate?
Who?
The Casara family, where they...
Well, yeah, but did Jeff relay that info to you guys? Because he's
Probably
the only one that
not then. Because that was while he was
him with
talking to
Sarah.
Sarah, yeah.
Yeah. So far, all you guys know is from what Madame Alita said, that a purple tiefling that works for the Martillos has been causing issues, and more than likely the Caseros tried to kidnap her thinking it was her. Other than that, she has no lead as to where they could be, but Jeff might know. Hint, hint, wink, wink.
Well, I'm assuming if we're done, let's see. It's what, 2 in the afternoon now?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back.
When I was trying to fiddle with the ascending stones and I knew I was lacking components, do I know what components I might be needing?
You know that more than likely you could probably get them from the Enchanter's store. M&M Enchanters.
Right, because that'd be my next move probably, would be to go to that store and
Yeah.
see if I can find the materials.
Alright, so, do you, I guess, tell the party, hey, we need to go here? Or do you just go by yourself?
I would let the party know that's where I'm going, whether they want to tag along or not.
Okay. So you let them know, and you start to go. I
didn't catch
assume
what happened at all.
He's
Come
heading
back.
to M&M Enchanting, or
Oh.
Enchanters.
I'd also like to go if the option is open. Why is he going for? Do we know yet?
He said he's
well,
got
the
business.
sending stones that I'm playing with, I knew I was lacking components to try to fiddle with them, and I was gonna see if M&M's had materials I could use.
Okay. I'd also like to tag along if it's okay.
Well, yeah. And I'm sure the rest of the party would also be joining you, because I don't think they've had any plans of doing the deed.
Yeah, I'm kind of done. Dario's kind of done.
Bill, are you back? That is a no.
That is a no.
Okie dokie. Anyway, so yeah, you guys leave. Jason says,
Dario whispers, "Let's get out of here. It smells like potpourri and skin."
It smells like what?
Potpourri and skin.
Oh.
Jason waves and says, hope to see you guys back again.
Oh, I'll be around here and there.
Okay.
Why would you erase the face?
Oh, I mean, it was lovely.
You didn't like the face?
Well, I did, but I also like to see the whole map. Alright, so you guys take the long route to avoid any confrontation with guards, which is fairly easy to do following the main roads where most people join, or the hustle and bustle of the town. Especially since it's getting to the afternoon time. More people are out on the streets than they were earlier this morning. You come up to M&M Enchanters, and you walk inside, and you see the 4 little gnome children are all kind of sitting by the door. They're all looking out the window with their faces pressed up against it, making funny faces. So one of them's got there to where you can see down his nostrils. Another one's blowing to puff up his cheeks. Another one's like making weird tongue noises and shit like that. And the other one's just kind of like got his lips pressed against it to where you can see all of his teeth, and he looks very strange. And they're all just doing that. As you guys walk inside, hey, kids, get off of the window! I'm not trying to clean it again. Ah! My customers from earlier. Jeff, how you doing?
Pretty good. Getting married soon.
Oh, my man, congratulations! I don't
Thank
have
you.
a gift for you. Sorry about that.
Oh, it's okay.
But yeah,
don't worry
who's the
about it.
lucky man or lady? Whichever
Uh,
way
I
you roll.
I
Yeah,
roll
nice.
for side eye.
Just a nice young lady named Olga.
Olga, very old-fashioned. That's right. That's good. Good. Happy for you.
Thank you.
Where'd you meet her?
Oh, just today.
Where?
Oh, at the Bordello.
Odd place to find true love, but if you can do it, I'm more happy for you.
Thank you.
Now, what can I help you get, gentleman with?
My friend here, I point to him.
Actually, before I would have spoken, can I see all his materials? Could I have made a perception check first?
There's nothing material-wise out on the floor for you to look at. The only thing they had, it's an open floor arrangement with various like armor pieces and weapons posted on the wall, mainly for display. Other than that, it's pretty much like whatever you need, they typically handle it.
And I know I didn't, like, you didn't say it, but do I actually know, like, kind of the specific material I need, or I just know I'm missing something?
I would say you would have a general idea of exactly what you need.
What is it that I need?
Material components include... What is it needed for message?
Isn't message a copper
wire.
Yeah, I think that's just it for message.
Yeah, so copper wire and then some sort of like enchantment dust stuff.
Alright, then I would have looked at him. Do you have copper wire and enchantment dust?
Well, of course we do. Otherwise, what kind of enchanters would we be, huh? I take it you're looking to buy some?
Yes.
Very easy. Give me 1 second to go grab some of the dust from the back. Otherwise, he reaches in his pocket. You can have my wire. On the house for Jeff. That's your
thank
wedding
you.
gift. How about that, huh?
Oh, thank you.
And then the rest of the stuff, it'll cost you about 50 silver. Sound good?
Sounds good.
All right. And he...
And would this be enough for me to fiddle with both of the sending stones?
Yeah. So you'd be able to, so he goes in the back, grabs the dust, comes back, and it's in a small little bottle. All right, that's it for you. 50 silver.
I pull out 50 silver.
Very good. Anything
Well,
else
it's
I can
actually,
do you?
48 silver and some copper, but you know,
Yeah, that
equal to 50.
equals, yeah. Pleasure. And he puts it in his pocket. At this point, if you wanted to, you can go ahead and link the sending stones, or you can wait until later if you wanted to do it more in private. I don't know how.
Well, here's a kind of different question. Is there a way that I could have like a activate, deactivate option on these sending stones? Like, as in, if someone's talking to me and I don't want to hear them, I could just turn it off?
Well, yeah, you can already... I would say with the sending stone, if you didn't want to hear someone speaking, you would be able to like just not have any contact with the stone to not hear what they say. Because the stone has to be in your possession in order for you to even use it. So if you're not touching it in any way, like if it's not in your pocket or on your person at all, then you're not going to be able to pick up the communications.
Right, but I was just wondering if there was like a way to turn it off without having to
Get rid of
basically
it from your
unequip
possession.
it, so to speak.
Roll Arcana. Yeah, I would say you'd be able to figure that out. So,
All right, well, I'll go ahead and I guess next time we're at the inn, I'll
fiddle with
work on it there. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Is
But
there
I
anything else I can help you with?
Hold up. What's this guy's name?
His name is Marvin.
Marvin.
Is it Marvin or Marvin?
It's Marvin and Marvin.
Yeah, Marvin is his
Marvin's the
wife.
Oh, okay. Excuse me, Marvin.
Yes, cat.
How much are the bags of holding?
Bags of holding, huh? Do you need a special color or anything enchanted on it too? Or do you want just the bag?
Just a bag.
Ah, 85 gold.
What if I wanted it in a special color?
100 gold.
How big is a bag of holding?
They look like your normal, like, think of, like a laptop bag. Except for not, like, a big-ass laptop bag.
Well, yeah, just that general size. Okay.
And what if I wanted it to be able to change color?
Oh, change color? I don't even think we've made any of those before, but we could do it. Probably about 130.
Oh.
Is that something
Shadow
that piques
wants-
your interest?
Shadow wants exactly one of those. A
Alright.
bag of holding that can change color. 170 gold.
Well, how about this? Pay the upfront fee of half, and then tomorrow morning I'll have it ready for you. I could actually deliver it myself. You're staying at the inn, right?
Yes?
So yeah, go ahead and just pay, you know what? Pay me 70 gold. We'll make it nice and easy. 70 gold now, and tomorrow morning I'll have your bag of holding that can change color at will.
She very eagerly hands him 70 gold.
Alright, pleasure doing business. So,
Thank you.
he starts to walk
She's
behind
very
the counter,
happy.
and you see him grab one of the bags of holding from underneath the counter. Han! Yes! We got a customer! Come help me, please. Okay. And you see Marvin come around the corner. Oh, it's these guys again. So what are we doing for him, Marv? Well, you see, the Tabaxi wanted a bag of holding that changes color at will. That's very interesting. I'll get right on it. And she grabs the bag. Thanks, baby. Oh, you know me too well. And then she walks to the back and... Alright, it looks like she's getting started. So yeah, tomorrow morning I'll come bring it to you. What's your name again?
Shadow.
Very nice to meet you, Shadow.
Nice to meet you too.
Is there anything else I can help anyone else out with?
Oh, yes. You mentioned you had a job. Is it still available?
It's been taken care of.
Okay. Yeah, do you happen to have any other ones? Anything else you need done? I'm always looking for a job.
I would talk to Furo, honestly. He's the one
Okay.
that typically hands out the jobs to the people that work for Martillo.
Okay.
You could find him at the tavern. That's where he usually hangs out.
Okay.
Have you met Furo?
Yes, once or twice.
Yeah, he's a good dude, huh?
He's a dude.
Hold on. You're telling me you've had a bad incident with Furo?
No, he's just
Something in my
intimidating.
throat. I'm fine.
He's just intimidating. That's all.
And once you get to know the guy, he's just a peach.
Okay. I'll take your word for it. We're still getting to know him.
Does anybody else want anything at the Enchanters, or?
He's broke as fuck right now. I can't be affording anything.
No, I would have said I'll be heading back. Or what time would it be by now? Is it like, I guess probably 3?
Probably, yeah, 3.
Oh!
Hmm.
Shadow pipes up.
Alright.
How much is it to also make it so my cloak can change color?
Ah, so your cloak changing color at will? In any color. Is that what you're looking for?
Yes, please.
I would say since you already got the cloak, do you have any material components maybe that would be useful? We use all types
have
of shit
no
when
idea.
we make stuff.
I legitimately have no idea.
I don't think Shadow has much.
Probably not. She has her spell components.
Well, since you're supplying the cloak, I'd say probably 50 gold easy. You know
Okay.
what? Because I like you, 35 gold.
Yes.
I used to have a cat once, and then the kids, well, that's a doc story.
79.
Okay.
She hands him the cloak and 35 gold.
Very well. I can have this done by the end of the night, actually.
As she takes off the cloak, you guys notice that she has like a ludicrously large ponytail coming off the back of her head.
Wow, you're like one of those shaman. Or Shaolin
I s-
monk things.
I stare. I keep staring.
Anyway, if there's nothing else that you guys need, I'm gonna go ahead and get started on this enchantment so I can have it done by tonight. Do you want just both of them delivered tomorrow? Is that cool with you?
That is cool.
Very good. Well, if there's anything else, just ring the bell right there. And he puts a bell on the front desk. Otherwise, I'm gonna go ahead and get to work. Also, the children are a little bit pesky today, so I'd be careful on your way out.
Noted.
Okay.
And he walks away, and then what is y'all's next plan of attack today?
How
Um,
long would it take for me to actually fiddle around with the sending stone?
Probably like 10 minutes or so. Not very long at all.
Well, I guess since it's 3 in the afternoon, I'll. Is there like places outside the stores where we can just chill and sit, like
Yeah, there's plenty of different like open benches and stuff that are along the buildings, and in the middle of the town is a little fountain that you'd be able to sit by if you wanted to.
I looked at the party. I'm going to quickly link these sending stones to the ones we have.
okay.
It should take roughly 10 minutes or so. And I proceed to, I guess, sit near the fountain and
Okay.
start
so-
linking them.
I'd like to go back to the tavern and look for Thero.
Okay. And then Dario, what does Dario want to do?
I'll probably just also go back to the tavern. I might just follow. I'll just follow whoever's in the biggest group. Honestly,
All
I'm
right.
kind of. It's been an emotionally exhausting day for Dario.
Makes sense.
It's exhausting for me too.
Oh, I'm sure.
What does Shadow want to do?
So what's everyone doing? Just going back to the tavern?
Jeff's going to the tavern with Dario. If Dario ends up going to the tavern.
Keep going.
Oh, Adeline is going to. I heard they have herbalist. I would like to go and see if maybe there is some potions or something.
Shadow will go back to the tavern.
Okay.
She has done her shopping for the day. Probably for like next week.
Okay, so Jeff, Shadow, and Dario head to the tavern. Adeline goes off to the herbalist, and Oswald sits by the fountain to finish his enchantment, and then I would assume goes to the tavern to meet up.
Yeah, if they went to the tavern, I'd go back to them after I finished.
Okay, so you guys walk back to the tavern as a squad, and you enter the tavern. And lo and behold, Firo is in his normal booth in the corner of the tavern with his group. And then there's a couple other patrons mixed out about. It's not very busy right now. People are here more for dining purposes rather than drinking purposes.
Well,
like
before
to-
we do
oh.
anything, since we're all
Yep.
still gathered, I will look to Shadow. And I will. Well, actually, first off, the sending stone that I put that little cancel button or mute button, whatever you want to call it, that one's my sending stone. I look to Shadow. Here's a sending stone for you. And then I look to
Oh,
Dario.
well, they would have gotten to the tavern before you're done.
Oh, I thought. Never mind.
They
okay.
weren't going to wait for you, I don't think.
Well, I thought you told me I would have joined them.
Well, yeah. But when
So I'm behind right now then?
Yeah,
Okay.
you're behind right now.
Okay.
So right now it's just Jeff, Shadow, and Dario as you walk into the tavern. Does anyone besides Jeff have anything they want to do first?
I would ask Jeff, why are you stirring my hair?
I didn't expect. Why do you have? I'm just confused. Like, you're a cat. I mean, you shouldn't even have hair.
Dario says, "You're confused by a ponytail."
I mean, it's a cat. Like, why did they grow hair? Like, typically where humans grow hair, like, he shouldn't have hair. She shouldn't have hair like that.
Okay,
That's what I'm talking about.
that's confusing.
Yeah.
Dario shuts up. Dario stops talking.
You guys okay? What's wrong?
I am different from a regular cat. Just leave it alone.
Okay,
Would you
cat.
like some hair? I have plenty of it.
I already have some. It's okay. I'm good. Thank you for the offer.
You have my hair?
No, my own. It's fine. I'm good. I'm good.
Okay. Alright, well, Jeff, the floor is yours, I guess. No one else has anything else?
Well, I
I-
mean,
Well, yeah,
whenever
once,
I enter, yeah.
Yeah, once he, probably in the middle of the conversation that he's about to have, you'll end up entering the tavern after being done with the sending stones.
I go up to Firo and say hello.
Oh, how you doing, pal?
Oh, decent. Getting married soon, apparently. You know.
Apparently.
Getting married, that was fast.
Yeah.
Yes, it was very fast.
How did that
How did
all
that-
go? I'm kind of
Apparently.
interested to hear.
Oh, just someone me over.
Wow, that's
Managing-
good.
Yeah.
That's good. Hey, I'm glad someone can find true love in Cragstorm, you know? It's hard to come by.
Thank you.
I've
I
been,
didn't expect-
I've
didn't
been
expect
striking
that.
out a little bit in the past couple days myself, but what can you do, right?
Yeah. Actually, I came here to find you as well. Came here asking if you had another job.
I don't have a job per se, but maybe you could help me out with something, you know?
What you got?
Well, I can't leave town because if I do, more than likely I'll get followed, right?
You get what?
I'll get followed.
Oh, okay.
And if I get followed, there's going to be a little bloodshed. Can't be having that over my nice new clothes, right?
Of course not.
So how's this? I personally will pay you 50 gold if you go across the river for me over to the woods over there. And there's a glade of flowers. I just need you to pick out as many different colors as you can.
Okay.
Don't worry, no explosions.
Yeah, I was just gonna say a few questions. Are these gonna kill anybody?
No. These are perfectly harmless flowers. They're from nature, organic and shit, you know?
And if I were to give these to my newlywed wife, would she?
She'd probably
Very
love
well.
you even more. So go ahead and pick you out a bouquet yourself. But the whole point is I need a bouquet made for me.
Okay.
You do whatever you want with the rest of the glades of flowers. I don't have any jurisdiction over the forest, you know. Nature's nature.
Is this an illegal spot to pick flowers?
Not at all.
Is anyone gonna come after me?
They shouldn't, unless you've been causing trouble.
No one knows. I mean, the only trouble maybe was the whole explosion thing, though. But
Yeah, you
no,
know, you should probably keep down about that. It's still kind of fresh.
Yeah.
And normally,
Yeah.
caseros aren't allowed here in the tavern, owned by Martillo, but you never know. There's plenty of folks around. And he looks around real quick, and but all these guys, I know these guys, so we're good. But yeah, I'd be
But yeah,
careful
sure.
what you talk about.
Of course.
But yeah,
Um,
here's half of it right now, and he flicks
Oh.
you 25 gold in a little sack. So yeah, just
Oh,
as
thank
many
you.
colors as you can get me, and then bring them back here. I'll arrange them myself.
What time?
Well, if you could do it now, that'd be peachy. Otherwise, you know, whenever you got time.
Sure. Yeah, I can go do that. I'm gonna go to the bathroom
Like in
in the game.
the game.
Yeah. Actually, do I still have my room or no?
Yeah, all you still have your room. The rest of the platinum that you guys ended up having, you ended up spending to get a couple nights stay.
Okay.
So you're,
Okay,
I think you're paid for the week.
Okay.
But yeah, all that
Actually-
platinum has been spent.
Before we go up to my room, not gonna go to the bathroom. Gonna go to my room. Before I do that, I'll go to the bar, get all my food and drink that was left there.
All right.
How many?
Sarah gives you another 12 sourdough rolls, and then other
Rolls or
than that,
loaves?
Loaves.
Loaves.
Same thing.
Okay. And was there any alcohol left or no?
No, you had already taken it all.
Okay, that's fine. I go up to my room, and I wait a few minutes, and then I shapeshift into a random person I've seen in the city of Snipe Siege. A random guy.
Just a random soldier kind of dude.
Yeah.
Some fucking guy.
Just a random person. That
Some dude that's this fucking big. All right.
This guy self.
Easy enough.
And I come downstairs, and I think to everybody, well, I'm off to do another job. Get closer to the Casera family.
Yeah. So
I mean the Martillo family.
yeah, the
Martillo family.
So when you go upstairs is when Oswald enters the tavern. At this point, Jeff, you watch as Jeff goes upstairs to his room. What is Shadow and Dario doing while Jeff is doing whatever? Are you guys just sitting chilling, or are you guys gonna be talking to Firo?
I'm gonna
I guess I'll talk to Firo.
Okay. And then Dario, you're just gonna stand with Shadow, I take it?
Yeah, I'll chill with Shadow.
Okay. So as Jeff goes up the stairs, Oswald, you enter the tavern and you see Shadow and Dario engaging in conversation with Firo.
Before we do this conversation, how much of it what did I hear from Jeff and Firo talking?
You heard all of it.
Cool. Okay. Anything else you want to say before we start?
No? Anything from Dario or Oswald?
I'm gonna be fairly quiet unless something really rackles me.
Okay.
It just
I'll
in terms of
just-
this conversation.
I'll just be sitting across the room then with my book.
Gotcha.
Kinda keeping an eye, but mostly trying to be looking at the book.
How you doing, Kat?
So Firo, you were trying to woo lady
You could say that. I've been trying for years, but she keeps rejecting me, you know?
for years.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, she must be very special.
Well, I would think so. She's got my heart. Thing is, though, I know it's not the looks, so I have no idea what's going on. And I'm not saying that to toot my own horn, you know? She's a blind girl. You think I'm joking, but I'm actually very serious.
So, you like her.
Oh, yeah. She's
But-
a good girl.
She hasn't taken to you yet.
Nah, and I think it's honestly because of working with the Martillo family. I don't think she likes them all too much. She accepts me for who I am, but she won't do anything, you know. She won't even hold my hand or let me, you know, get to know her personally until I stop working for them. But how can you just leave your family like that?
Is she
Jeff
part
is gonna
of,
depart this time. He's gonna go off on his own.
Noted.
Okay. Is she part of the Ziatas?
No, she has her own little, you know, side business going on, but honestly, I've made it to where Martillo, we don't even mess with her at all, so she's completely immune from both families as far as I can tell. I think something happened back when I was a kid, but she won't open up to me. Maybe it has
Have you-
something to do with her sight.
Have you tried having someone else talk to her?
Well, in all honesty, kind of. I haven't really had them approach her in my namesake, but anytime they drop my name, she pretty much tells them to go ahead and leave. If their business is conducted, of course. Otherwise, she gets straight to business, and then once the business is done, she has nothing else to talk to him about. Anytime I go to talk to her, we can have a nice normal conversation, but we can't get anything personable out of her. Who knows? Some girls are just, complicated, right?
Right. Maybe something did happen. I am sorry to hear it.
Well, I appreciate you. Hopefully these flowers, that's the whole reason I'm getting these flowers is for her.
But you said she's blind.
Yeah, but she's got a thing with plants.
Smell. She can smell them. Dario says that.
Yeah, exactly. She's got a sniffer. And these
That
are
makes
really good
sense.
smelling plants, let me tell you what. So it's at this point that I'm sure you guys would notice Jeff walking down the stairs. Actually, Jeff, you didn't say anything to anybody except for you were going up to your room, right?
Yeah.
I thought you mentioned with the singing stone that you were telling us you're going, but maybe not.
I don't believe he did. He didn't say anything about the sending stone, so I assume it was just the conversation he was having with Firo.
Oh, I thought I was gonna say. I don't remember.
Do you want to say something as you're leaving the tavern? Because
No,
now you're just a
I'm just
regular
gonna-
dude, and
I
they
just
have no
wanna go.
idea who you are.
Yeah, I just want to go.
Okay. Go ahead and roll perception check for me, and then we'll get to that after this conversation's done. So
Who you
yeah,
talking to? Who's doing a perception check?
you are,
Why am I doing one?
because you're leaving town to go hunt these flowers
Oh,
down.
okay.
Okay. So yeah, how long you been in town for, huh? Firo points at you, Martin.
How long have I been in town for?
A few months. The
No,
days
it's just-
sometimes blur together.
I think I've been here for a few months.
Yeah, and what do you think of the place? He's taking more of a relaxed posture. He's got his arms behind his head as he's kind of relaxing as he's talking to you.
It's alright. It's very busy though.
That is a very, very true statement.
There is always something to do around here.
Also true. It'd be a lot better if they would go ahead and get rid of this whole having to have this note thing in order to get in town. Makes it really hard to meet new folks.
Yeah. I remember seeing a few merchants traveling by here but not being able to get in.
Yeah, it happens to a lot of them. They can't sell their wares, so they have to pack up and move. Hopefully they get a handle on it. It's really starting to become a nuisance, and Martillo's got no hold on what the gate guards do. Well, not as much as he used to anyway. The Bottons are shutting this place up tight, making sure no one gets sick inside, but I'm pretty sure the sickness comes from inside, if you're asking my honest opinion.
Why do the Bartons want to keep the place closed though?
They want to close
Perhaps.
off anything from the infection to make sure that it doesn't spread to the Botten family. Right now, Lord Botten doesn't have a child, so if he ends up somehow passing, there's no one to take the mantle of the Botten family. Although
Where
we
do
are...
the
Huh?
Bartons live?
They live in the
They live like
palace.
here, right?
Correct.
Then why don't they just close off their little home?
That'd be a simple solution, right? But that restricts them to where they can go. So now we've got a whole ordeal. And just because they used to be, the monarchy of the town, doesn't mean they still should have these rights. But I guess the council decided with them that that was a good way to do it. But I don't know, maybe soon they'll see that it's just not working out. We're starting to lose business.
Do they even have any power left?
Well, the Bottons hold a spot on the council, so yeah, they got some power. Obviously, they don't have absolute power. They have to go through the rest of the council members as well.
But they're not the ones with the money.
That is true. They've got a good fortune, though, somewhere in that palace, from what I've heard. Otherwise, they probably wouldn't be living there. Because everybody has to pay them. You know, taxes and stuff.
Oh. What do you think is the cause of the plague? Do you have any ideas?
Well, I'm pretty sure that if it is anything, it's got to be coming from possibly underground. You know what I mean? Like the sewers. There's got to be something
like
in
rats.
the water. Yeah, rats or something like that. But the thing is, everybody would be affected by it if that was the case, right? Because everybody's drinking the water.
Everybody drinks the water, yes.
Yeah, exactly. So it can't be in the water system. But I've heard from some of my, secluded resources that the people that do have this infection, the last place that they were known to be seen was around the entrance to the sewers. And that tells me right there, something's down there. But I don't go in the sewers, not because I'm afraid to get wet or dirty, but because generally I think the Caseros use it to get around the town, so they know it a lot better than I do, and I don't want to be caught, off guard down there. I'm a pretty hot commodity with the Casero family, as you could probably tell.
I'm sure they are after you at any point that they can be.
Oh yeah, but hey, that's what they get for coming at me first.
They came at you first.
Oh yeah. You know what? I like you, Cat. Have a seat.
Okay.
Your little silent friend, you can sit too if you'd like. I don't have an issue with you at all.
Thank you.
I'm gonna tell y'all and get y'all in on a little information here. And he sort of quiets down and leans forward, talking to you guys. Oswald, you get bits and pieces as you're observing, but he keeps moving his hands to where it covers his mouth during certain portions as he's looking back and forth between the two of them. So you'll get half of this conversation that's about to happen, but they most likely fill you in.
All right.
So I get that maybe we came off on the wrong foot yesterday. I understand that. That's pretty rash action on my part, but it was the best way to get the job done, right? Anyway, that man that y'all helped me with is not a good dude, and I'll tell you why. You know the orphanage? You ever been there?
I've seen the orphanage before.
Yeah, well, there's kids and shit, right?
Right.
Well, the thing is, Montillo owns the orphanage, right? So, obviously, some of our men that we get on our payroll come from the orphanage as they grow up. So, Casero hired this alchemist dude to poison the kids. And a lot of them didn't make it. It really started burning me on the inside, I'll tell you what. So that's why I made the move I did yesterday. Now,
Poisoned the kids.
Yeah. I think he probably was able to kill about 5 of them, and then there's probably about 7 or 8 that are really ill right now, so... But I think they'll pull through. I've been visiting them every day, trying to make sure that they got everything they need to make it through, But yeah, so... That alchemist dude, I don't want y'all to think that I'm just a bad dude. He had it coming to him. And maybe I could have done it a little subtly, but why not go out with a bang, huh?
Well, Philo, I guess you don't seem like such a bad guy.
Oh, you thought I was a bad guy, huh? I guess I can see how that perception came about. I'll tell you honestly, though, the work that I do, probably not the most honest thing. I could probably do a lot more things in this lifetime that would be decent for a person as they're living through their life, but this is all I know. This is all I've been taught, This is the only thing I can do. And I like doing it. As sad as I am to say it, I do like doing it.
I can understand that.
But it's not for everyone, that's for sure. But that man definitely had it coming. That's probably the worst I've ever done.
Well, for the children.
For the children, yep. He takes his glass that he was drinking out of, sort of does a light toast, and then kicks it all the way back and finishes his drink. Well, I should probably go check on those kids real quick, so it's been a pleasure talking to you two. What was your names? I don't think I ever got them.
My name is Dario.
Nice to meet you, Dario. And you, Kat?
Tabaxi's name is Shadow.
Very nice to meet you. Anyway, your boy Jeff, if he gets back before I do, tell him I'll be right back. Otherwise, I'll see you guys later. And he sort of...
See you later, Fredo.
He gets up from his seat, and as he's walking out, hey, you have yourself a good day. And he sort of does a little wave to Oswald.
I'll look up at him, but since I still don't know quite the full conversation yet, I'll just... I notice him, but I don't do anything.
Okay. And then he walks outside, leaving the three of you in the tavern. Jeff, your perception check as you are going... You cross the river easy enough. Do you use any of your spells to make this faster? Like fly, maybe? Wait, is your disguised self, is that concentration? Nope.
Am I outside the city at this point?
Yeah.
Sure, I guess I'll fly. Yeah, why not?
Okay. Because, yeah, flying will make it a lot faster. So, you cast fly and you sort of just glide really quickly over the meadow. It's a nice, flat, sort of hilly... It's flat in most areas, but there's a couple of rolling hills every now and then, but it's really green grass. You see the forest on the other side of the river. It's probably about, I think it's about 2 miles away, so it doesn't take you very long to fly over there. As you get over there, you see the abundance of flowers on the edge of the woods. They are many different colors. You have reds, yellows, blues, purples, all types of white lilies, stuff like that. So you just do as Firo asked and you pick as many different colors as you can. So you have his bouquet, and then you pick more for yourself. Do you take any more than just that?
I want to take a bunch, like 6 different bouquets.
Okay, so you take enough to make like 6 bouquets, sort of wrap them up in a little bit of rope that you may have and throw them in your bag of holding, I take it?
Yep.
Okay, easy enough. As you look up, you get a nice glimpse of the woods, the forest in front of you, and you can tell that this sort of area of the woods hasn't probably been touched by civilization in a long time. And you start to like look a little deeper. You see a couple deer roaming and stuff like that. And for a split second, the whole woods go very dark and then light back up normal. And almost in the blink of an eye, as if the whole atmosphere of the woods changed.
Strange. I'm gonna pull out my wand and detect magic on the flowers.
So you cast Detect Magic. The flowers are not magical. Once you step a little closer, what's the radius? Is it a 30-foot radius?
I have wand and magic detection, but it doesn't say the spell.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Look up the spell real quick. Detect Magic is 30 feet. So you sort of walk closer to the woods, and as you get closer, the trees sort of have a aura of magic. Most of it is enchantment, There are a few plants, though, that have necrotic energies coming from them.
I want to. I have a dagger in my bag. I'm gonna take a dagger and I'm gonna dab the tree and get some bark off of it.
All right, so you sort of peel back the bark of the tree. As you watch doing this, because you see the aura, once the bark is completely off, the magic fades.
I want to do the same thing with the necrotic plants, but use Mage Hand to like try to hold it afterwards.
Okay, so you use Mage Hand. The Mage Hand grabs around the plants. They're kind of like little shrubs almost, and you sort of de-root it with the dagger. And as you take it from its root, the plant loses all traces of magic. This leads you to the conclusion that the area itself is imbued with the magic, not necessarily the living plants and animals.
Okay. So I just see that the forest gets just immensely dark for a second. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it like fade to almost really gloomy black for just a moment. Enough for you to still see as a human, but it was like just really dark for whatever reason. And then it went back to the normal sort of sunny afternoon.
I'm gonna take note of this. And fly back towards the city as fast as I can.
Okay. So this whole little escapade took you probably about an hour, which is the length of fly, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So it took you about an hour. Oh, fly is up to 10 minutes.
Oh, never mind then.
Would you cast it again?
Really?
Yeah, I can cast it again.
Okay. So yeah, but you would be able to fly back, and it would be about an hour-ish that you were gone. So by the time you get back to the tavern, Fiero is gone. Adeline still hasn't returned yet, and the rest of the group is sitting there at a table together. And you
I
walk
would have
in.
given them the stones.
Yeah. So now, Dario and actually you had bought 2 extra stones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The second one was obviously going to be for Octa, but for now I would have handed it to Dario.
Okay. So yeah, you hand them to both of them, and they're sort of getting acquainted to the idea
Shadow
of
bought
it.
those stones. No. Yeah, Shadow bought those stones, didn't she?
Yeah, those are the ones you bought.
Okay.
I've now linked them to the other stones, so we can all have them now.
Yay!
Yeah, so now all of you have Ascending Stone that's in the current party, including Nashan and Anara. They still have their Ascending Stones as well. They just are not currently with y'all. So Jeff, you walk into the tavern and you see your group sitting there. Did the group want to do anything during this exchange of Sending Stones? Jeff is still gone at this point of y'all's role play.
Well, I guess looking to Shadow. If you're not busy with anything, we could continue reading the book. I've
We could.
bookmarked a lot of the runes.
Shadow is willing to offer her services.
We should probably do this in one of our rooms, though, instead of down here.
My room. It is very comfortable.
Alright, lead the way.
Shadow leads the way up to her very, very comfortable and soft room.
Did she actually use the bed, or did she take all the pillows and blankets and make a bed on the floor for herself to curl up in as a cat?
She used the bed.
Okay. Just making sure. So yeah, you walk in to Shadow's room, and it's a lot more luxurious than yours is, Oswald. And there's a
Do we
nicer
have
table.
cleaning? Do we have a cleaning service?
Yes, there is a cleaning service.
Okay.
You see a little note on the bed that says "Prepared by Sarah Tealeaf,"
Oh.
aka the bar wench.
So
So
there would have been a basin of hair kicked into the corner somewhere.
it is gone.
Oh no. Okay.
Sorry, a what of hair?
Basin?
Nothing. Basin. It's like
Basin.
a whole ass thing of hair.
A hairball is what you're saying.
No, not a hairball. A hair tub.
That's concerning.
A hair tub, like a bowl of that is made out of.
Wait, was
No,
it
no,
a bowl made
a
out of
tub.
hair or just a tub
A
filled
tub
with hair?
filled with hair.
Okay, yeah, that's been cleaned.
Oh, you okay? Yes, now I understand. Yeah.
And it wasn't like a small amount of hair either. Like it was full.
Oh no, I'm imagining it correct. I see. I can put two and two together. There was a lot of hair, and now it is a lot of black hair that in the sink is gone. I mean,
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyways,
guys,
I would
yeah.
have proceeded to the table.
Yeah. So you guys sit down. You ritual cast your comprehend languages. Correct, Shadow?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. So with the time that you guys have, you would be able to complete the rest of the coded language. And so what you guys have so far is the elves' power come from the depths of the ocean. The elves ruled with an iron fist and kept their secrets to themselves. The elves took from everybody everything, but Nagex took even more. And then the last few passages that you guys are able to discern from the sort of coded message is that Nagex's power is split among two. Destroying them will cause her existence to fade. And then the rest of the runes, as you keep looking them up, don't have any notable text. They were probably placeholders for this person to continue coding messages, but for whatever reason, they stopped after that last tidbit.
That was the final tidbit. Was just Nagex power split among two. Destroying them will cause her existence to fade.
Correct.
And the rest are placeholders, so we gained nothing from it.
Correct.
And Shadow
Well,
knows
what-
all this too as well, right?
Was there a positive message that Shadow read out of that initially?
I mean, do we care?
Well, I mean,
yeah, I didn't think.
I don't know if. Well, my character was assuming that the positive part was just like a front, but doesn't mean there may not be useful hint. But if there's not, it don't matter.
Yeah, there really wasn't. It was just placeholder or like a front. But I can make something up.
If you, that's up to you. If you don't want to, fine.
Elves have lavish blonde hair, and the even more lavish have brown hair. I'm just kidding. Unless you want to write that down, you can. And then it's canon at that point. Boom. Roasted.
And the wording was just among two. We don't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
The
split
two
among
whats
two.
is. Yeah, it could
there-
be.
yeah.
I don't know if it's two people, two items, yada yada.
Correct.
Voldemort. We gotta. What are those things that Voldemort has?
Horcruxes.
Yeah, we gotta find two Horcruxes.
Good luck.
I remember I called that shit before, like, I was on the fourth book, and I'm like, they're probably gonna introduce something like this. And then they did, like, the next book, I'm like, called that shit.
And then they did.
Yeah.
And then everyone's like, nah, you just read ahead.
It's like no, I didn't. I
You're
just,
not a smart dude, Jeff. I'm just joking.
Tears.
So yeah, you guys
because,
end up reading through it like for another couple minutes before, as Shadow keeps telling you the interpretations, you go, there's no link here, like there's no code. Huh, that is strange. And then you keep going, but you inevitably find the rest of the coded messages are non-existent.
And I guess besides the code message, was the rest of the book mostly.
Yeah, it was,
Nothing
ju- it, was,
mostly
it was it was pretty much mostly like a small brief fiction of the elves, if you will. A positive note of the elven kingdoms.
And it just appears to be a normal book. Other than that,
Correct.
how big are these runes in the book?
Let me see. Let me open a book for reference.
Because
I would-
I was thinking then.
If you look
that-
at lined paper, I would say they're probably like about 5 lines long, and then maybe just half an inch thick. So like they're decently small, probably about a little bigger than an average sized thumb, maybe 2 thumbs put together.
I was thinking of cutting out these runes out of the book. Then that way I don't have to be carrying this book if most of it's just a fictional story, and all I need are the runes.
Okay. Where did Mr. DJ go? He went offline on his own self. What? That's not service right there.
He just left. He's
He
like,
just
fuck
fucking
this.
left.
I'm so tired of this fucking smooth jazz bullshit.
Now we gotta go to this old ass like countryside horsewife shit. All right. Anyway, what were you saying?
Well, I was saying I was going to cut all the runes out of the book then, because I don't need this. However big the book is, I don't need the whole thing. If I just need these few runes that detail the hidden messages that we were looking for.
Yeah. So you cut out the excerpts of what Shadow had read with the runes, and then do you want to cut out the blank ones that didn't have anything linked to it, or just the ones you need?
Like, are we for sure know they're just placeholders?
Yes.
Or they
Yeah,
just
you would
doing
have
that?
come to the conclusion that they're just placeholders. So whoever made the book didn't finish it. Oh, he's back.
How many
convenient.
placeholders were there?
Probably about 5 or 6.
I guess I'll just hold on to them all. Since I'm cutting them out of the book, it shouldn't be.
Yeah, it's not gonna take.
Should be
up
very small
space.
amount. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So at this point, you guys, I take it. Do you decide to go back downstairs, or do you stay up in the room?
Let's see. I would. Probably. Or do they have fire? Is there like a little fire in these taverns?
Yeah, they've got a little fireplace.
All right. If the rest of the book is been deemed, I've deemed it useless, and if it's just
Yeah.
fiction, I'd.
Toss it.
I guess I'd. Yeah, put the book in the fire.
Okay. So you stoke the flames.
Got ourselves a regular old book burning over here.
Burn the witch. Okay. So as you toss the book into the fire, and then as you're kind of watching it burn to make sure that no one comes to like take it or anything like that, just as a precaution, a gentleman walks into the door, aka Jeff, but no one knows it's Jeff.
So I come back to my room or to the tavern?
To the tavern.
Okay. I'm gonna go up to my room.
All right.
Oh wait, do I see Firo there?
Firo's not there right now.
Okay, I go to my room then.
Okay. So you go to your room. Do you just drop to disguise and then come back down?
Yes.
All right. So you come down and you see Oswald by the fireplace with a book on fire in the middle. And then Shadow's nowhere to be seen. She didn't join you guys after you left her room. She stayed in her room for a bit. Dario is downstairs in, I would assume, at a table, just patiently waiting.
Yeah, that's that.
Okay. And then you guys watch as Jeff comes down, and he's been gone upstairs for a while.
Hey, how's it going?
Not much. I got the rest of what I needed out of that book and decided to burn this carcass.
Wait, what?
I got the information I needed out of the book, so I'm burning the book.
But what if there was more?
I
But you
took
didn't
all
see-
the runes out.
Okay. I suppose. Sure.
There's no point in us carrying a book It's just more space taken up.
Okay. No, yeah, it's fine.
So do whatever you need to do.
Yeah, I got the stuff Fiora wanted. He wanted some flowers, and they're not magical. Also, side note, when I was out there, I felt this very chilling and dark air, like presence coming from the forest, and there was a bunch of necrotic energy, magical energy, necrotic energy coming from that direction. A few plants were just drenched with it, dripping with it, and when I tried to pick one up, like cut it, take back with me, it just faded away. So it seems like something is wrong with the area out there. It seemed pretty untainted by humans, like a natural forest. Aside from untainted, aside from the necrotic energy, of course. But yeah, so there's a possible lead. I remember someone stating that there was necrotic energy to the south. The whole reason we came here, and I see it in the forest. So
What's the time of day roughly?
I would say it's about 4:30, 5 o'clock now. Yeah, I think it's about 5 o'clock.
Sounds very peculiar.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And you said that what happened to the plants when you were messing with them?
When I removed them from the ground to try to collect, they lost their magical properties. So whatever is in the area is just confined to the area. It's only affecting what's around it, like a radius.
And
So to clarify, just for me, so what you're saying is, out there's something outside the city, in this untamed forest, that is bleeding out magical and necrotic energy. Am I understanding?
Yeah, the magical portion isn't that uncommon, but the necrotic is.
Interesting.
So something's out
Point
there.
that Firo would walk back into the tavern, and he would go sit in his booth. He notices you guys all talking and doesn't want to disturb you, so he sits down.
I approach Firo and say hello there.
You just say "fuck off" to the rest of the guys.
Oh.
And immediately go to Firo.
Oh, I say,
Wow, you fucking whore!
You're in the middle of a
Say,
conversation.
hold on, guys. I gotta
You whore!
do something. Pretty much, yeah. I say, excuse me, and then go walk over there.
right, we're all talking
He
about
just
this like
Googled
strange
manners,
necrotic
yeah.
energy and like, nope,
Yeah.
gold more
Jeff
important.
Googled manners. Oh, you say excuse me. Okay.
At this point, Shadow comes downstairs.
Okay.
Her hair is significantly shorter. It looks more like how you would assume in Tabaxi to look.
Well, out of character, I don't really know what a tabaxi is supposed to look like.
It's
It's
like,
just
Think of a
shorter.
short-haired cat.
it's like the Khajiit people.
Yeah, about to ask that. Are they
Yeah.
kind of like the Skyrim Khajiit? Kinda.
Yeah, I would think exactly like them. So, all right, you go over to Firo then. Shadow joins the group as they're sitting around a table. Jeff excuses himself from the table to go talk to Firo. Ah, did you get those flowers?
I did. I got a wide selection for you, and I pull out like this 6 bouquets. What was it?
You had 6 total, yeah. So you pull out 6 of them. Oh wow, choices. I like it. Honestly, the colors don't even matter. I don't think. But what do I know about a woman, right? I'll take that one.
Oh, okay.
Here's the
You
rest
sure
of your
don't?
gold.
Oh, thank you. I sure don't want any more.
Oh, one should be plenty. Honestly,
Okay.
if you overdo it, I think that displeases them, you know? You gotta find that perfect amount, but you never know what it quite is until it's too late.
Yeah, that's just the way of things.
Let me tell you, I know you're getting married and all, but don't let love win. It's painful.
Keep that in mind.
Anyway, I better go and pay a visit. I appreciate you.
Oh, quite welcome.
As he stands up and starts heading towards the door, it is, at this point, the music stops. And all of a sudden, the door busts open.
Oh my god.
You guys watch as a dwarf with red hair. He's got one of those bull nose rings, septum rings, right? That's
Oh
what-
god.
Yeah?
Yeah, septum.
That's how Crowley is it.
You know, he's postponed.
He's not wearing any shirt.
Oh no.
So it's a man with bull nose dwarf, a dwarf with bull nose.
This gentleman right here burst in.
Oh, we got a thing? What?
Yeah, just a little picture for reference.
His
Which I guess
triceps are huge.
I should show you guys what Firo looks like too, since I'm very bad at describing these.
Oh, the
folks.
Slayer. Okay.
Okay, we have pictures now. Thank you.
Yeah. So Firo on the left and this dwarf gentleman on the right. Do you guys see the names underneath their thing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I see
yeah.
it. But he's
Okay.
called.
Oh,
Butcher.
Fyro. Okay. I was typing that wrong.
Fiero.
I didn't hear the E.
I'm pretty sure you spelled it out for us at one point.
Yeah.
I wasn't paying attention.
It's all good. Anyway.
And Butcher.
So yeah, this gentleman who's unnamed at this moment in time bursts down the door with his foot, walks in, and he's got a couple other gentlemen behind him. I think 2 dwarves and 2 humans. They're all wearing like studded leather armor. The 2 humans have crossbows and the 2 dwarves have great axes. And he comes in, Firo, where the fuck are ya? And he's sort of looking around. He looks over right at Firo. There you are, you little cunt.
Shit.
And he starts walking over towards Firo in a very aggressive manner. You see Firo stays calm and collected. Ah, Butcher, I thought you weren't supposed to be over in this tavern anymore. Yeah, well, that was until you fucking blew up the alchemist, eh? I don't know what you're talking about, pal. I think you got me mistaken for somebody else. No, I know you little fuck. I know that was all you. Don't fucking lie to me. We're here to we're here to pay what's due. Is that so? Wow. I don't think that you really understand the sort of position you're in. And you see him sort of snap his fingers, and the patrons that were sitting around the tavern all stand up. Some of them draw daggers, a couple of them have hand crossbows, and they all aim them towards Butcher and his group. Oh, so you think because you got fucking numbers that you're gonna be able to beat us, huh? Nah, we've come here for your life today, and we're gonna fucking take it. Is that so? Hey, Jeff, I got a job for you.
Oh boy.
And that's where we'll end today's session.
Wow,
Cliffhanger!
Look who's a fucking cock tease.
God, fucking.
I'm at Teps over here like, yes, yes, yes!
Yeah,
and
I
then
know.
suddenly, no!
Don't worry. I would run the combat, but I'm running short on time.
I appreciate that. It's
We got another game day to do.
Yeah. And I've got homework to do before it, so.
Well, now you put me in a position because I only know part of that story, so I'm still like, Firo dies. I don't have a problem.
Also,
like,
yeah, Jeff has none of the information. Only Shadow and Dario. So this is going to be so fun.
Yeah, no, because
Next
I'm already contemplating. Like, do I just sit there and let this happen, or do I actually try to help? Well,
Well, I'm going to end my stream real quick. I'll be right back. All right. Hopefully you guys all had a good time. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Peace.